When they were sharing land, they said, what if those people that put us in power, if they discover that we, the leaders, are having plots of land, what will they do? That is a typical quotation of what Emeagwali Okpara said. Is it Peter Obi who left Anambra? He didn't even take anything, nothing, not even pure water. When he said he doesn't want. They called him to come and take land. He said he doesn't need it. That those that need it are the retired permanent secretaries who served Anambra for 35 years. He that is just serving for 4 years. What is he needing land for? Let them give those people that are served for 35 years. And so many things like this. That was why the Oba of Benin said your integrity goes before you. So these are the 4 people Igbo man will listen to, even without paying them money. If Peter Obi said, let us stand here, they will follow him. So that is the thing. And I don't see Peter Obi, the people of the South is failing Peter Obi next year under whatever guise. It's not possible. It's not possible. But at the same time, I won't take 100% vote or 99% for Peter Obi. I know I won't take that. I won't accept that. Anything above 85, because I know the likes of Atoeze will still bring in their people to come and claim like 10%. It's okay. 85 to 90 should be okay for Peter Obi. Thank you.
Thank you, CM. You can see I gave you a lot of time because I wanted others to have a path to follow. Especially this particular topic is a sensitive one where many of us are gullible. We are not too sure what we are following, but we are following. So it's good sometimes we talk about this because a lot of people are losing their lives on this particular Biafra journey or agitation. But yes, having agitation is not a problem. Scotland is still having agitation till tomorrow. They want to change and move out of England. Wales, the same thing. They want to move out. Although Wales is already out, but one leg is still in. But the truth of the matter is, when it not involve killings, I'm not part of it. If you want to move out of Nigeria, of course, everybody, if I have the opportunity, I'll move out because we are saying one Nigeria, people are dying every day. I'm not a part of it and I will never be part of it. But the way we are going about it, people are dying and one person is sitting in what was the country where this boy lives?
Finland.
Finland. You live in Finland and you are passing judgment, or passing orders for people to be losing their lives in Nigeria in the name of you want Nigeria to to separate. I'm not part of it. You're not going in the right way, and I will never be I will never be part of that. And like I said before, if he allow himself to be pushed to fight with Nigeria Watch, those people who pushed him will leave him there. I trust you. If you throw one stone, we'll throw you two. That's it. That's how we work. We don't use gun because I know you are specialized in gun and things like that. We don't use that. But we can fight you. We promise you we can fight you on social media seriously. Because you are killing my Igbo brothers and sisters and you are fighting my principle. So because of that, I will never take it lightly. Meanwhile, I want to thank you again, Mr. CM, for coming the right time because I think you are the first person that needed to talk on this. But now, I bet Alex is ready now. Alex, are you ready or I move back to Prince Collis?
Yes, I'm ready, Mr. Najawash. Thank you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for your efforts, for all you've been doing for humanity, for the voiceless, for the weak, for those that deprived of education, for those intentionally impoverished and incapacitated. Thank you. Posterity will not forget you. And those on the panelist section who mean well for humanity, who are not biased, who knows the truth, who says the truth, who speak the truth to power, God will bless you and your generation. I know that one day we will have a better country. A lot of countries in South America were worse than this. In Asia, Singapore, the likes of Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, they were worse in the 70s. Obasanjo broke in tears some months ago that Singapore in the 70s used to come and ask him for loans. Malaysia had to beg so that they will be allowed to study how to make palm kernel farming from Bende State, present-day Edo State, Benin City, from Okomu village. Malaysia transported themselves from the third world country. If there was anything like fourth world, into the first world or second world. Now Singapore is in first world. So we just keep lying to ourselves when we don't know that these leaders have done a lot of damages to the country. Atoyeze, for me, is just one of the political compadora bourgeoisies who have been overfed by the Fulani oligarchy in the northern hemisphere of this country that Ojukwu foresaw many years ago and called for a peaceful division of this fraudulent contraction called Nigeria. I'm not an Igbo guy. I'm not from the Biafran extraction. I'm not, but I'm a believer of the Biafran philosophy. From the original Fawcett Origo of Mr. Odumengo Ojukwu, the Ikemba of Inewi. He called everybody, Awolowo, he called everybody to a round table. A 16 hours meeting was held somewhere in the east. And the country was divided peacefully. Oduduwa Republic was created. Republic of Biafra was created. Nigeria Federal Republic was created. You go to Lagos and dislodge Gowon before they go to Ore. Some traitors destroyed that plan. That's the story for another. He saw what we are going through now. He saw snakes and tigers swallowing money. He saw the incapacitation of students, the ASU strike. He saw the killings of Deborah. He saw the killing of that woman yesterday. Ojukwu saw everything. He saw the wickedness. The men that call themselves senators, the rep members. He saw the religious dogmatization, indoctrination. He saw the raping, the invasion of farmlands. But we were stupid those days not to listen to a first-class historian from Oxford University, the first graduate to grace the Nigerian military uniform. May so rest in peace. I apologize on behalf of the Edo enclave because we also played a role in that Biafran struggle, deterrence. That's the story for another day too. Now we are seeing it now. We are seeing, you will be laughing in the spirit world. Sometimes you will be crying because this is what we could have done. This is what the Scandinavians, they saw and they divided Sweden and Norway and Sweden and Denmark and their neighbors. So I'm not calling for division. I'm not calling. So the way Nigeria is, if you make a critical study, a critical, honest analogy, you realize it's a deliberate attempt by some wicked, devilish political vampires who found themselves in the corridors of power with the backing of some international forces who are only interested in the minerals of our country. They don't care about human beings. They just keep making the country, supplying weapons. Where my eyes became fully open was at the Lekki Toll Gate saga. I saw the way the international community kept quiet, in spite of the video, audio evidence, picture evidence of the killings and the evacuation of bodies by the Nigerian military men dressed in Nigerian military uniform. Where we have a government, this will not happen in some places of the world. They will start releasing tweets, messages, condemnations, but they kept quiet. So we have to fight our fight by ourselves. Nobody's coming to help us. So we must tell ourselves the truth. I know a lot of saboteurs are there. So for me, I'm not calling for violence. I'm only telling you the problem we have is within us. It's from some of us. From what is going on right now, they select a few people like Atoyeze, and we have some of them in Edo State too. For example, my own governor, for me, I don't know where the man came from. I see him as a Fulani man because he's enjoying the killings. He's enjoying like the ancient gladiator fights those days. He's enjoying the bloodletting. I'm just overgasted. I'm just flabbergasted with the way human being born in this land will be enjoying the raping of women in farmlands. So this Fulani oligarchy from Abuja, they've penetrated not only the eastern side of this country, they've come to the south, to the ancient Benin Kingdom. They are even pushing my governor to fight against the traditional royals too. So guys, it's a very big confusion. It's a total mess. The only hope we have, the only thread holding this country just now is the emergence of Peter Obi. At some point, people are blaming Nnamdi Kanu. They are blaming Nnamdi Kanu. Even if I don't call for the death of people in the eastern side of the country, I condemn violence, I condemn death. But as the Nigerian government, have they done the needful? When you say people are agitating, why are they agitating? Have you engaged them normally? Have you engaged them morally? Have you called them to a round table? What have you done not, I mean, to deter the coming together of these people to remember something that happened in 1967. Gentlemen, a hungry man is an angry man. People are hungry. People are jobless. People are seeing government failure on a daily basis. A microscopic few are just impoverishing and slaughtering. I mean, they are just incapacitating, a macroscopic, majority of the country. And you expect people to be quiet. People have rights. So self-agitation. So how you now go about it is what makes you a good government. For the past 7 years now, what do we have in this country? Killings upon killings. I didn't know Nnamdi Kanu in 2003. I didn't know Nnamdi Kanu in 2004. I didn't know Nnamdi Kanu in 2005. But something gave birth to the guy springing up. We used to have Masob. It was also corrupted. People are agitated because the needful is not done. The youth are roaming around. And yet we know that we have millions of dollars, billions of dollars. What mineral and natural resources? Where are these monies going to? How long are we going to be hearing stories? Every year we hear stories upon stories from the National Assembly, from the executive, from the judiciary stories. A time has come. Let me tell you, sometimes you see buildings collapsing on their own because it has expired. The materials used in building that structure has expired. Nigeria is an expired product. When you consume an expiring product, it's going to be disastrous. So if Obi wins, he carries out a national confab. If he doesn't want to visit the one held by Goodluck in 2014, he does a fresh one. He carries out a true reconciliation. Because in 1970, after the Civil War, they introduced NYSA to heal the land, like integration. And they brought the three arrows: reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. But those in the eastern side of the country have not felt the effect of these three arrows of this war. This is what gave rise to Nnamdi Kanu opening the books that Ojukwu closed and left to Cote d'Ivoire, and ordered is meant to go and surrender. And let me tell you, Biafra agitation is an ideology. You cannot kill one person and expect, you cannot arrest him and think it will end. It will not end. If you arrest Samuel Ekpa today, another one will arrest again from India or from Germany or from Rome. What you not do now that makes you a smart government is to call people to order. What is your problem? They keep lying to us that they've engaged them. They select puppets and make them governors over these people. And sometimes they unleash mayhem on them. What is our military doing in the East? In as much as I do not support violence, but I do not totally condemn the agitation of these guys. They have rights. So guys, what we're going to do now is to try to vote and give democracy one more chance come next year in February, because the country is a total mess. What have the leaders done since 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, 2000s? So the youth now, they've grown up. The monsters they gave birth to and grew up, they're all standing before the nation. How can you confront it? How many can you kill? So up till now, we don't know who killed Deborah. Up till now, we don't know who kidnapped the railway. Up till now, we don't have jobs in the country. Our youth are living. And you expect people not to want to leave the country? So Samuel Ekpa should stop inciting violence. Samuel Ekpa also should not be seen as a Biafran. If you catch Samuel Ekpa, you're going to stop Biafran struggle. No, it's an ideology. Sankara said to the French and the Belgian people when he was being killed, you can kill me, but you cannot kill the idea. I've already sold it to 7 million Sankaras, talking about the people of his country. The idea is already there. We must find a dialogue solution. Should Obi come to power, this should be the first thing he should do. I'm sure he will do so. Ato Eze has Oye West, as you said, Mr. CM. Yes, a Fulani man can't give you something and you will not do his job. He will kill you. In 2 minutes, you hear he's dead. The guy is speaking to protect his life. He may be speaking under duress, under threat. Well, what do you expect the man to say? You will have to put up something in the newspaper to please those killer machines in Abuja. You must realize that the country has been taken over. It is under siege. The only people resisting the full takeover of Nigeria just now are those in the East. If you don't know, give it to them. They may be going about it in the wrong way, but they are the ones resisting this man. And people like Governor Nosom Wike of Rivers State, and a few others who have not been corrupted or who are fighting party politics. If you want to go against the Biafran struggle, Alex, tell me what you have on ground for the Nigerian people.
Alex,
yeah, tell me.
My brother, I'll ask you. I understand what you're saying, and I'm in support of at least 65% or 70%. But my remaining 35 or 30% is questionable, which means that are you in support of the wrong directive of Samuel Ekpa? That's it.
Okay, Mr. Najawash, maybe for the first time we're going to have to disagree. Samuel Ekpa, I do not agree him giving orders for people to keep people. But if he's giving orders for people to defend themselves, I don't say anything wrong.
No,
I don't say anything wrong there.
No, let's say it how it is. He's asking people to sit at home, not to leave the house, not to vote, not to go to the market, to see everybody to sit at home.
Okay? Have you tried to reach out to him to ask him why he said that?
I don't want to reach out to him because I've heard that if you have this he have scandaled my name, or rather my media's name, on his platform already in the past. So because of that, I'm not ready. I love him as my brother. I understand the pains is affecting every one of us. That's why we're taking wrong decisions. Or rather, but my brothers and sisters, my Igbo brothers and sisters that are dying every day, I'm not a supporter of that. So that's why I use it in quotes. Is okay, wrong directive. Is wrong.
Can I answer you now? I think I'm ready for your question now.
Go ahead.
The same thing they say to us about Nnamdi Kanu. They demonize him to us. They call him names. But everything he said not coming to pass. I'm against violence. But the Biafran thing is an ideology. You don't go after one person. You go after the ideology. You walk around it. We have a stupid and a dumb score set of human beings as leaders. This is the problem. These guys feel deprived. They feel marginalized. They feel oppressed. They feel, invaded. Do you know what's going on in the East? The kind of military equipment and military personnel we have in the East, I'm not sure any country in Africa has it. And Nigeria is going through a lot of insecurity. They just declare the Easterners personal non gratas because of the personal vendetta they have against Odumengo Ojukwu in the 1960s and 70s. I said capital redeterminate to that. If you say we are equal, treat them equally. Look at the campaign of calumny. They are saying don't vote for an Igbo man. A presidential candidate said that. For me, that should have been he should have been dethroned from that presidential race. He said don't vote for an Igbo man. So there is a calculated attack on the Igbos. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm a social scientist. I do my studies and I stand to be corrected. I stand on the path of justice.
Okay, Alex,
if Samuel Ekpa gave order for people to be killed, he should be arrested. But trust me, if you arrest Samuel Ekpa, another Obina will rise up in Italy or in Rome.
I'll ask you the last question, another question before we move on to the next person. The same Samuel Ekpa is against the same person you are supporting, your principal, Mr. Peter Obi. You have not addressed that. Please address.
Yeah, I want to go there now. I'm going there. You are the one interrupting me. Najawash, nobody. Don't believe your Nigerian government. In politics, there's no permanent friend. There's no permanent enemies. It's all about interests. People are aggrieved. When they are aggrieved, they can say anything. Samuel Ekpa do not hate Najawash. Okay, he's just being used by some political thugs. We know, but at the same time, what has the federal government done all these years? Are we just waking up to see Biafra now? All these years, where are the billions of dollars marked as budgets for the children of this country and those in the East? Why are they running etasketa to prevent one Mr. Peter Obi, because he's from the eastern enclave of this nation, from running for presidency? Why are they doing the things they are doing? Morally speaking, is Atiku qualified to ever come out when his brother is still a president from the same Fulani, Fufude speaking tribe? Come on, let's call a spade a spade. I condemn violence, but at the same time, I take issues objectively. In as far as I condemn violence, and I condemn Samuel Ekpa calling for violence, if he indeed is doing that. And Najawash, tomorrow, don't be surprised to see Samuel Ekpa on this platform saying hello to you. So forget about this political season, because they know this platform is for Peter Obi. But we must also check the evils, the massive killings orchestrated by the Fulanis. Niger Wash, if I come to your house with 3 men trying to kill you and your family, will you clap for me? Will you serve me tea? Won't you stand your ground as a man and face me? That's what is going on in the East.
Alex, yes, Mr. Alex, like I said before, I condemned any killings that is going on in the East. And at the same time, I condemn any kind of order that will lead to any kind of death that will happen to my brothers and sisters in the East. But my questions still go like this. Samuel Ekpa was provoked, was pushed to the wall, which is normal. Even me that is talking today, I'm not sure how long they can push me. You might be surprised that my speech might change from January. Who knows? Because I'm already being pushed. I remember the advice my dad gave to me on Christmas Day, telling me, my son, please, I saw this, I saw that, don't do this, don't do that. I might be pushed because I'm not the person that believes on other people's opinion. My own opinionism is on how Nigeria can become a better place. Anybody who try to stand on that, you will be my enemy. Fine, Samuel Ekpa is doing the right thing. My concern in some part, okay, let me give him credit of 70%. The remaining 30%, which I disagree with him, is the order that is given, which is killing my brothers and sisters, the Igbo brothers and sisters in the East. And two is against Peter Obi. I want you to address that Peter Obi's own.
Samuel Ekpa, if you see him against Peter Obi, is Arthur Eze, David Umahi, and Uzodinma speaking through him in that aspect. Okay, I'm very oriented in Nigerian politics. Is in that aspect. Maybe he has a 50% side that is fighting for his people, another side is corrupt. You know, people say where you work is where you eat in Nigerian corrupt balance. He's working for those people by being against Peter Obi. Trust me. All right. I see him coming. Let me round up, Mr. Mr. Can I round up?
No, you cannot. Hold on. In case you are getting it all wrong, let me put it straight. He said Peter Obi is a distraction to the Biafrans. So that one, except if you want me to play the video again. Remember?
No. I heard you. You.
Remember, on this platform, we don't come on air to talk. We have evidence to everything we talk about.
Mr. Najawash,
address that.
What about if he was reading from a script given to him? There are wicked politicians everywhere.
If it was written from a script given to him, that means Samuel Ekpa has been compromised. He collected money from the satanic.
Yeah, I can say so. I can people, but when it comes to human life,
Alex, I will never allow you to talk if you don't address this properly. Are you telling me Samuel Ekpa is compromised? He collected money from satanic government in Nigeria for him to fight Peter Obi?
Anybody who speaks against Peter Obi for me, who carries it as a duty to always condemn Peter Obi, one way or the other has been compromised, either psychologically, either physically or financially.
Continue. God bless you. That's all I wanted to hear.
Yes. And Mr. Najawash, how will you feel to hear that somebody wake up if the situation of Nigeria do not change in the next 6 months after elections? Somebody wakes up from the former Midwest region, from the former Bende states, seeks the royal blessing of the royal house, and come up and declare a nation called Bende Nation, that they want freedom. How will you feel? You don't push people. I'm talking to your senators, your corrupt leaders, President Buhari, Osinbajo, the senators, Alex, the ministers. These are the people.
Alex, I'm back again. You've been pushed by the satanic Edo State government, and I've been pushed by the satanic Edo State government, PDP. Despite my dad is a chieftain of PDP, as long as I'm concerned, as long as I'm breathing and I speak, PDP is satanic. And I believe, and I can testify, and I can stand for you that you have not collected money from any satanic government. So I don't want you to justify Samuel Ekpa probably or supposedly collecting money from satanic government to fight Peter Obi. No, you are justifying that.
That was my relationship.
And I was pushed, and we have not collected no money.
My connection with Ekpa and Nabikano is this. And I was, you may not understand. My connection with them is Odumego Ojukwu Biafra agitation legacy. I'm a Biafran. I'm a pro-Biafran person. Because
I know. Fine. Hold on, Mr. Alex. I know you are a pro-Biafran person, but one or two persons are agitating at this particular moment have been compromised. We must say it how it is.
I just told you. I just told you that anybody speaking against Peter Obi just now, because PDP and APC are doing a lot. They are doing a lot. They are releasing money.
Then speak for Biafrans, but don't speak that Sam Ekpa has been pushed. As far as I'm concerned, Sam Ekpa is part of the satanic people.
Okay. And I just okay. Can I continue now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Instead of going after Samuel Ekpa, for me, instead of going after, why are they just waking up now to realize that they have to go after somebody like that? Why not? What have they been doing since all this? For this is my own analogy. Samuel Ekpa should be arrested if found guilty of any crime. And let me tell you, election we hold in the East. Just relax your mind. I told you it's an ideology. It's just one 5 minutes video from Nnamdi Kanu from the JSS custody. We saw that one out. When Soludo was coming to be a governor, the same thing almost happened. Few days to the elections, they all went inside. So it's an ideology. It's about the mind, and the defeat of the mind is the greatest defeat anybody can have. So for me, I will never ever stand against the Biafran struggle because of the failures of the government officials, the wickedness. Imagine a government unleashing 6 million killers. They even gave the figures on national TV that they have 6 million AK-47.
Round up in 1 minute.
I know you will tell me to round up now. It's okay.
1 minute.
Imagine a government who's as wicked, who has that vampire nature of killing human beings, no justice, nobody's arrested. You know the evils going on nationwide. You know the massive impoverishment that is on the whole nation. So for me, maybe those in the East need to be approached in a different way instead of going after human beings. How many people can you go after? They have more than 4-5 million Easterners living around the world. How many can you arrest? So it's foolishness for a government. It's lack of intelligence to go after 1 or 2 people, 3 people, 10 people because they are speaking about their struggle. There are better ways of doing things. What have you been doing to develop that region? What have you done to give them justice, to give them fairness? Right. What have you done to serve? Okay, let me stop. You don't have me to talk.
Yes, I'll come back to you, Mr. Alex. I'll come back to you, Mr. Alex. We have other people right here. I just wanted to put this straight. Like I said before, and I'll reiterate. I've fought for Biafra people before, not once, not twice, not thrice, more than 15 or 20 times on this same platform, and I have other videos. But when it comes to our people losing their lives because of your selfish and stupid orders, I will fight you. Yes, I'm not a supporter of that. Yes, government have pushed every one of us. In fact, as a Nigerian and every Nigerians, we all have been pushed. But that is not enough for you to fight a man. The only hope that we have right now that might likely change the narrative. Every day you go on your platform and fight Peter Obi. I'm not a supporter of that. I cannot justify that. And I believe nobody can use my platform to justify that. Although you can justify that on your own platform to say that Peter Obi, you don't want him to win. I will allow the next person to speak, but please let me pick this call first because a lot of people will be calling me since. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Me, Naija Watch.
Yeah, what's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Andrew Edosowa.
Okay, Mr. Andrew Edosowa, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Italy.
Talk to me, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Naija Watch, I so like you so much. You talk as somebody who is very, very intelligent. You know what I want to say? I want to say one thing. Only one thing. This people, these people, Igbo men, and those Igbo men, they are very certain. That is, they are very, I don't know what to say. Secondly, we are obedient, but let these people, like that man that was speaking now, you should know, we are not talking about this. Let them get their what's so called
Biafra.
Biafra.
What's so called
Biafra.
It's not what we're talking about. Let us tell every people to vote for Obi. That is what we are looking for. Look at what this man. Every time this man comes to your, he shouts. I will be getting headache.
But is a title to his own opinion. He might not. He can talk for self.
Let it talk to us. Calm.
No. Everybody have the way they talk, sir. Everybody have the way. Sometimes I vibrate here. Sometimes the whole media want to explode.
I give you hand. Today.
Yes.
I beg, my brother.
Thank you.
When you teach all of us, I can listen to you every day.
Thank you. Let's go. Thank you, my brother. You already.
Go look your music.
Okay.
You today.
Thank you. You are over 2 minutes.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. All right. I want everybody to respect everybody's opinion on this platform. Like I said, if you listen from the beginning of this broadcast, I said everybody are going to argue, disagree, and agree. So, but the only thing that is not allowed on this platform is insult, please. Like I said before, Samuel Ekpa has been pushed, Alex has been pushed, and Najawas have been pushed. CM has been pushed. Everybody here has been pushed. But one thing that is unacceptable, especially from me, that I can never accept, is when you think you have been pushed and you are using the power, whatever self-acclaimed power or anyhow, to indoctrinate people back home, and you're in abroad. That's the funny part of it. You're in abroad. Talking to the people back home, they are losing their lives every day. Go back home.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute. I think my phone is having a. Well, I want you to really calm down. Because of our viewers, let's calm down. Let's not be distracted by people that are not too relevant, because these people, they are actually irrelevant to the issue on ground. If we have to look at it, people from distance, they tend to do your equity. We never work with police. With police, when you make issues or create a scenario from distance, you are among the weak ones. When you create problems from distance and people are dying as well that problem, and you are still trying to instigate such thing, then you become a fool. I see those people that are not on ground, they begin to say what instigate activities that will lead to loss of lives. I see those people as very, very undemocratic. I add them to those that are even worse than the present politicians that we have that have placed us in our present situation. So I would say that I think the Biafra agitation, as every other agitation in Nigeria, is doing one significant thing, just pushing the leaders to the right thing at the shortest possible time. We see them as part of those that are agitating due to the inability of the Nigerian politicians or leaders to deliver the dividends of democracy as and when due. So when you see different types of agitation, it's a result of what is on ground. So when you see somebody having a high blood pressure, when you are controlling the high blood pressure, you try to go to the root cause of that high blood pressure. If somebody is having excess sugar, when you are controlling the sugar or diabetes, you go to the root cause of that diabetes. That is exactly what is happening. We've had a series of agitative organization like Isakaba. Then, if we have forgotten Isakaba, maybe CM will be able to testify to this.
we have Isakabas at that time, we have Bakassi, we have OPC, Ododuwa People's Congress in Lagos, and we have IPOP, MASOP, and so many. One, the Amajiris, the kidnappers, the ritualists, activities going on in different parts of the nation, where you see the Igbo killing the Igbos, Edo killing the Edos, the Ishans killing the Ishans, the Hausas killing the Hausas, Yoruba killing the Yoruba people. This thing is as a result of confusion in the whole nation. It is not in one place. So if one person is thinking that his own agitation will bring about solution to Nigeria, then that person must have made a mistake to come and start agitating a democratic system of government where we have already chosen to say, okay, it is through vote, it is through ballot that we can make a change. So the earlier we realize that, the better for us. You know, I want to quickly say one thing, that those that are thinking that pushing for Biafra will interrupt 2023 election, they are just wasting time, because if they dare it, I will repeat this, if anybody dare it 2023, make any noise for the election not to take place, they will be crushed to nonsense. I think with Nigerians, they forget so easily what happened to Nnamdi Kanu, as strong as he is then, why they gave him Operation Python dance. This is Nigeria. This is not, we are not talking about the Igbos, the Edos, the Yorubas, or the Southern, or the Eastern, or the Western. We are talking about this nation, Nigeria, the people, the cabal that are benefiting from this corrupt government. They don't play with it when you want to interrupt the system of their transition. They don't joke with it. They crush you even to your own grave. They remove the dead bodies that you have around you. So let us have that. So those that are just making noise, they are looking for views in the internet. It has not gotten to the time. Yes, when it gets to the time, the real men will come out and find solution to it. That East, the old East, when it comes to election, they will clean it up. It will look as if environmental sanitation has taken place. Me, I know that one. I'm very confident of that. That Nigeria, our military and our security agents, when they want to work, they do it perfectly. So let us not be afraid that election will not take place. Nobody can stop that. They are just killing people for nothing, and it's a pity that they are doing that out of ignorance. So when it comes close to that February, everybody will take his jacket and wear it very well, comfortably, and know where it belongs to. So having said that, I will not allow that to distract us, because we know where we are going, except we don't know where we are coming from. You know, like what CM has already analyzed as regard Atoeze, he has analyzed it. I don't have anything to actually say, because I was just listening to him. He has educated me who the man is. I don't actually know who he was before now. At least he has been able to let us know who he is. And I believe the only thing I wanted to say about him is just that he's part of the old politicians that are already benefiting from the corrupt system. You know, the system of the corrupt system that have given them monumental benefit. You know, so these corrupt billionaires, they are already benefiting from this corrupt system, and they don't want it to stop. I see that as initially before this man came, CM came. I was seeing him as somebody like that is benefiting from the old system. So anybody that is saying Obi should not go ahead or should stop, you know that person is benefiting from this old system. You know that the present system that we have now, the corrupt system that we have now, it's already a big taproot that have grown to the extent that the whole Nigeria institution is corrupt. So once the system is corrupt, people become beneficiaries. People become beneficiaries, and when you benefit from corruption, you don't want it to stop, and you don't care because you feel what you are doing is right. Just like in Nigeria, they glorify evil things. The Christians, they do evil and go to church and give thanksgiving and pay tithes. So it's what is happening. The society is already corrupt, already down. So anybody that is not supporting Peter Obi's political ambition, it should not be a surprise to us, because the battle that we are just starting, it's a real battle. It's a real battle. People will collect vote for this matter. Both sides will collect. Everybody will collect when they don't want to make claim, because right now it is election between the political cabal and common Nigerians. It is this election is not about Peter Obi. It's about Nigeria trying to bring back the glory of the country to their hands. People want to take Nigeria back, taking it back. It is between Nigerians and between the electorate and the INEC right now. Let me quickly clear it like that. It is between the electorate and the INEC. So anybody that is fighting back is fighting the Nigerian survivor. So if we are looking at what they are doing right now, they are doing everything possible. What that guy that is making us from the internet talking about Biafra, you'll be surprised that those guys, many politicians are using those guys to distract the Igbos that they are not really ready for election, so that they will be able to distract Obi's intention. I just tell you, in politics, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can take place. Don't underrate any fucking person. Sorry to use that F word. Don't underrate anybody. Anything can happen in politics. So if you look at what is happening now, the Biafra itself is not different from OPC. It's not different from Bakassi that came before. If they can still betray the almighty Ojukwu as at that time, if they can betray Ojukwu from how powerful that man, if they can betray him, then imagine what is happening now. This is why I just waste time. When it comes to the time, they will clear the ground and everything will be done. So, and the issue is that Mr. Najawo, don't be distracted by these guys that are mentioning our great studio to make example. What did I call this man? Wike, he said, as he dey sweet us, he dey pain them. As he dey pain them, he go dey sweet us. That word na big word. They know that what you are doing is going down to the root, the grassroots, where the message. That is to say that your message is being delivered to the grassroots. People are feeling it. So don't be distracted by whatever they are saying. If they are strong, let them come physically. We are ready. We are salsa. We are the adults, as you said before. We don't make too much noise until it gets to the time. They should know that one thing I want to tell people is that this Nigeria watch, people that are speaking in this Nigeria watch, I believe that none of us have met each other. We have not met each other in any way. We are just people of like mind, people that have the good thought about Nigeria, which originated from Edo State. They are the like minds that you are seeing here. We have not met one day. We have never had a conference to discuss in any way. We come with our like mind and with our intention. So when we want to crush anybody, we are going to crush the person with all confidence. So don't be afraid of anything that is going to happen. So let them be distracted themselves, because they are selling Peter Obi the more. So what I actually want to say is that Peter Obi is coming to change the narrative. And what we are going to tell Peter Obi to do when it comes is to start from foundation and clean this nation. And he's the only person that will do it, because when I listen to him, I'm always confident that there are still good people around us that can change the narrative. There are still good people around us that can make Nigeria proud again. There are still good people around us that can make our mothers to become happy once more. There are still good people around us that can make our youth to be hopeful once more. There are still good people around us that will be able to do things that we need to do that will make the international community to be proud of us. I still believe that there are still good people around Peter Obi and his entourage that will make Africa proud once more through Nigeria. So let us not be distracted in any way. Let us continue what we are doing, because it is hitting them in their hearts, and they are going to have a petition as soon as possible. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everybody. I want to appreciate you, Mr. What do you call this last man? CM. Mr. CM, I want to thank you for the analysis you gave to us about that. I want to really appreciate you coming today, and I want to appreciate our brother Alex for your tenacity and your ruggedity. I want you to realize that everything is going to be okay. Me, I just try to be. I want to be calming down, according to brother Shaggy. I want to be calming down so that I won't have blood pressure before the time. But I know that we're going to succeed. So that's what I want you to do, Nigeria. Relax. We are there already. It shows that you are hitting them, and they will soon break down and have stroke and be permanently paralyzed.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, I would like us to hear from. I'm not sure on this topic, because the whole table does scatter for here. All right,
I'm telling you, Nigeria was now you start now you.
No,
you don't see a guy.
No,
I think I'm next.
let's
Mother Rita is coming. Another
Mother
fire
Rita
they come. Omoye's corner is coming too.
Omoye's corner never reach our turn since, so that woman don't spend time for
Those
you.
two people.
After Mother Rita, now Omoye's corner.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Sasiem. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Let me start with Otto Eze. I think growing up, I've been hearing about the man, and the only thing I used to describe him is like Otto Eze is I will call him the witcher of the old hag. You know, the It belongs to the clan of the sorcerers, the vampires, the bloodsuckers, of the Nigerian system, of the Nigerian people, or of even the Igbo tribe. I would call him, he's just one of those vampires. He belongs to that. And obviously, he's a subservient person to the caliphate, to the northern people. I wouldn't say northern people, I would say the northern elites and the caliphate who have made him who he is today, and perhaps some other few Igbo traitors like Jim Uwombodo and the likes of them. So Sasiem has said, everything about him. He's just, I don't think he has any political value. The only thing that he has value here is money. And he uses his money to influence people who want to be like soludiots, So it is what it is. It is left for us now to look at people like these vampires and say, okay, you said what you want to say. You sucked all the blood you want to suck, but we are going to do what we are going to do come February 25th, 2023. That's it, and just disgrace them and put them in one corner. A lot of all these old men, I think a lot of them, they've actually they've mortgaged their generation, not just themselves, to the devil. So at this point in time, at his age, they really don't care because they know where they are going. They're going straight to hell. I'm not God, but I see it. They're going straight to hell. Going back to the main topic of today, because Otto Eze is completely inconsequential and irrelevant in the scheme of things when it comes to Peter Obi. Simon, I don't know what to even call him, Mr. Ekpa, whatever. When I hear Ekpa, it reminds me of the peels of granuts. Guru and Ekpa. When I even think, he even looks like it when I think of that name, Ekpa. I'm not even trying to put down his family name, if that's even his real family name, because I believe someone like him will be answering a fake name in Finland just to get paper, because he's a cow. I will call him the king of cowardice who lives in Finland. When Mr. Tony Nnadi was speaking, I was just smiling because, I actually want to add some words to describe who this Mr. Ekpa is. I would say, apart from being a coward, he's recalcitrant, he's ostentatious, he's obtuse-minded, putrid, malevolent Neanderthal. He's a cockalorum, a dingbat, a pusillanimous Neanderthal, because I don't understand why a grown-ass man, a grown man who is living across the Atlantic Ocean, having the audacity to give orders to stop people from exercising their fundamental human rights. I don't understand that. You see, I have spoken about Nnamdi Kanu in this forum, and I know that you've said it before that Nnamdi Kanu agitation is not the main subject for now, because all we are talking about is putting Peter Obi as our next president, right? But I'm going to come back again about Nnamdi Kanu. I see him as the hunter becoming the hunted. When you have any group who is agitating for something, I don't think a lot of people don't learn from histories, even the likes of Nnamdi, they don't learn. When you have groups agitating for something, either being marginalized or deprived of economic development, infrastructural development and all that, definitely, anytime there's a group that's created like that, you would definitely have pockets of other subgroups who would want to affiliate themselves with the main purpose of the main group. Now, the likes of this Mr. Ekpa is a typical example of a subgroup trying to affiliate themselves with the main source. And when you look at the intentions, the purpose of what Nnamdi Kanu was preaching, the entire purpose is already defeated. Take it or leave it. Anybody listening to me? And please, I want to urge every Igbo person or any believer of the Biafra model to open your mind. Take your mind away from the fact that you are an Igbo person first. Take your mind away from the fact that you have been marginalized, you have been cheated first. I want you to sit in the middle of a box and just look at everything holistically and come down to earth. Be realistic with the sands of times. It has happened in so many countries. Che Guevara, looking at what's this man? Even Mandela. You could see some pockets of individuals, groups wanted to attach themselves to the ANC. They were killing people, stealing from people, raping people, their own people that they claimed they were fighting against segregation from the whites of South Africa. But what were they doing? They were killing their people, creating more subgroups, fighting their people, stealing from their people. Most of them had HIV. Some of them went into drug addiction. So the purpose of what the ANC wanted to deliver for the entire South Africa was defeated. And that's why the likes of Mandela had to just sacrifice and douse everything by staying in jail for, is it 28 years? Someone should correct me, or 21 or 28 years. And then when he came out, he realized a lot of things. He realized that some actions that he took perhaps wasn't the right method because it morphed, metamorphosized into something else that even destroyed their people. Till date, many South Africans are still trying to heal from that. Cuba, for example, Fidel Castro, Che Guevara. The list is on. Do your research, Igbo people. Biafra is coming now. Masob was there. You see, Ezekwesili or somebody that was head of Masob, there were some factions. Now, even the IPOP now is saying Mr. Ekpa is not speaking for them. There are another faction that is saying Kanu is speaking for them. What does that tell you in all of this? There's something that made me kind of like laugh when I hear Mr. Ekpa say Peter Obi is a distraction to Biafrans. I laugh. Do you know why I laugh? Since the inception of this Biafra, from the time of Odumegwu Ojukwu, what have we achieved? What has the Igbo nation achieved? I can tell you for sure what you've achieved. You've achieved intimidation among yourselves. You've achieved bloodletting, innocent men, women, and children. I'm not just saying it. The pictures are there. This is the social media age. There are even reports that are not even shown in the media because it's too much. I heard about the killings in Enugu recently. I'm surprised that mainstream media channel like Channels or Arise, even NTA, they're not even bringing it out. The governors are part of this whole cartel. That is what people have achieved. What does that tell you? The likes of Ekpa coming out now is actually spoiling the intentions. This is what I think of Nnamdi Kanu. But some of you will not want to listen to what I said. Some, not all, will not want to listen to what I'm saying. I said, what's she talking? I beg, you don't understand our struggle. I laugh because the more you keep talking like that, the more it's like you are in a maze. You think you are progressing, but you're actually not progressing. You're just moving and moving and moving, but you're actually in a particular spot. That is how I see this iPod Biafra agitation. It means that the way you are going about it is the wrong way. It is the wrong way. When I hear people talk about, taking Nigeria back to the parliamentary system of government, or, this probably Northern Protectorate, this, South, Midwest and all that, I laugh. It's good. I agree. I think that's the way it should go. But how can we get there? How can we get there? We cannot get there by having someone like Mr. Ekpa across the Atlantic Ocean shouting fire and brimstone, a coward. We cannot have some people that are claiming they are unknown gunmen or part of ESN, killing innocent women and children, telling people not to vote, telling people to stay at home. We cannot have people like Otoeze and the rest talking, and then you think that the person that has not, the northern person or even a south or middle belt person will like, what is wrong with these people? They don't even love themselves. Different factions here and there. I say over the years, if you look at other countries that have had guerrilla wars, if it's even happening in the Congo today, I think I gave an example before. There's always going to be pockets of people that pull out from the main source and start committing atrocities under the name of the main source. That is what is happening. Simon Ekpa has to be spoken to. Let me use that word in a very kind way, because this is the internet. He has to be spoken to. He has to be managed. And there's one thing my brother Alex was saying, which I disagree completely, because at some point I was following what he was saying, but at some point I was like, no, no, no. And I was happy Sir Elvis was asking him the questions that needed to be asked. The fact that this is a political season, Sir Alex, I repeat, the fact that this is a political season, it shouldn't be a yardstick for inciting violence, for spewing venom against your own people in the name of agitation. It is wrong. It is completely wrong. Let's say Peter Obi was not an Igbo man now. Let's say he was from Edo State now. What will the likes of Sima Ekpa now say? What other excuse will they give now? Will they say an Edo man is a distraction to the Biafra agitation? Would they say that? I'm very sure the answer will be no.
That is my concern. That is my concern.
So what does that tell you? It tells you that definitely there are people in the background who are sponsoring the likes of Ekpa and the likes of some people of the so-called ESN, or some pockets of people that are claiming their iPod, just to distort, confuse, poison the main aim and objectives of what Biafra is all about. Even the warlord himself, his wife, the Queen Bianca, she has supported, she has even given stories about Peter Obi, of how this man has capacity, how his humility is undescribable, of how generous this man is. This is the, look, listen, all of them now, let me go down to Pidgin. All of them now, when they shout Biafra, Biafra, the person who they worship, Odugu the Great, is it Odu? Yes, yeah. Odumegu Odugu is the one that you people respect. He's the one that recognized the marginalization of the Igbo people. Now, his wife is still alive today. His wife, I repeat, his wife, the man that you people respect, his wife, who also believed in him, is telling you people to support Peter Obi, has given you people examples of the kinds of man, her experiences with the man. What else do you people want? If you want this Biafra cannot come to light by just talking or inciting violence or telling people not to vote or killing women and children or shooting in the name of Biafra, IPOB or MASOB or ESN. It can never be actualized. That is the reality. That's why I said sit there in the middle of a box. That is your reality. Listen to that is your reality. But for that reality to come into light, this is what you should do. Because there's a process for even a country to break. There's a process for you to have Biafra nation, for us to have Midwest nation, for us to have Yoruba nation. There's a process. There is a process, people. There is a process. And the process is not by shooting and killing. Your people will only suffer. Your people will only lose. That is not how it's done. Get yourself educated. Get yourself educated to what happened to different countries in the past and in the present, what is going on now. Then you will know how to strategize to get your Igbo nation, your Biafra nation, and get the respect that you deserve. What can you do? Number one, get a man whose head is screwed in the right direction to man the presidency of Nigeria. The man where the box stops at his desk. That is how you start. Then from there, when that man start the engine of how the engine is supposed to start, he will put the oil, not water or granite oil. We put the right engine oil into the engine of Nigeria that will start it. Then we can start discussing. Then we'll have a president that can say, okay, let Ohaneze come. Let Nadeko come. Let Midwest come. Let us sit down together. Let us, because you know why? You have somebody who is commander-in-chief, who will understand you, who is ready to listen to you, who is ready to make the right changes. Have some faith. If you don't have any faith, have some faith now. That is the first step to get your Biafra. Igbo people, please, my brothers and sisters, that is the first step to do. Forget about the likes of Simon Upper and those idiots out there that don't know nothing, that are in diaspora, but your mother and sisters that they cannot go to their farms in the east. Most of them, they did not do Christmas because they were stuck in their home. Some of them, they're still in the hospital from the intimidation and the beating and the shooting from people that are claiming they're from Masop or ESN or Biafra. That is the first step. Vote Peter Obi first. That is the man that will listen to you people. That is the man that's going to help you people actualize what you want. That is the man that's even going to release Nnamdi Kanu for your information. For your information, it is not by shouting, because what people are behaving is like people are behaving like infants. And that's why the northern people look at you and say, these ones are just shouting. Let them go and sit down. Let them be killing themselves. They are laughing at you people because you people are not doing the right thing. You're not following the right process. The other people who are poisoning your mind like Ekpa, they're just poisoning your minds. That you cannot even sit down and think straight, like, what am I doing? Okay, how can we actualize this thing without killing my people? How can you do that? Start sensitizing your people. Start educating them. Do you know what is lacking here? It's educational. And most of the Eastern elites, they have refused to educate their people who believe in diaspora. Most of them, I'm not saying all, majority of them, they are refusing to educate. So most of all these guys in ESN, if you gather them now, they cannot think anything around maybe the juju they wrap on their waist, or the drugs they take, or what likes of Ekpa will say. Finish. They don't even understand Odumegwu Ojuku's aim from day one. Some of them don't even understand it. Some of them have not even taken time to listen to what Odugu he has said. Some of them have not even taken time at all to really understand. Some of them have not even done research of how other countries who have the similar issues, how they resolve. They've not done those research. So they are constantly in this cycle of violence, constantly in this cycle of arguing blindly, constantly in this cycle of not thinking or strategizing in a non-violent way. They're just, it's a constant cycle. It's just spinning same old. For the past how many years now? What has the eastern part of Nigeria gotten? Zilch, zero, nothing. Tears, pain, sorrow. Tears, pain, sorrow. Fight, intimidation, intimidation. Nnamdi Kanu, prison, running away, it's the same cycle. Wake up, people. Wake up. I believe in Igbo people. I believe in them. I believe they can come together, and I believe that they're going to vote Peter Obi. I believe the entire eastern part of Nigeria, I believe they will get more than 60% for Peter Obi. I believe it all. But this fight and intimidation, it got to stop now. People got to wake up. That's the issue I have right now. They have to stop this nonsense. Allow people to collect their PBC. Allow them to vote for Peter Obi. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Before we move on to the next person, I can see some hands up. I will give 2 minutes before I move on to the next person. I'll start with Mr. CM. Mr. CM, now only 2 minutes you get. Go straight to the point, sir. Talk to us. We can't hear you. And you are not muted. We can't hear you. You are not muted. So your system we can't hear you. Oh, unfortunately, you need to sort that out. We can't hear you at all. Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. So I said, I wish I had intervened earlier. You see, Rita, with all due respect, what you did was to set a different question and then answer it your own way. The question I would have loved you to tell or answer, which you can also agree, Simon Ekpa called for 5 days sit at home. How many people obeyed him? Because you don't arrogate to people the power he hasn't got. That is what people are saying. In Finland, IPOB has a structure worldwide. Every country has their representatives, has their membership. Simon, there is somebody in Finland who coordinates IPOB activity. They have membership. Simon Ekpa is not part of them. He's an intruder. That's why when he calls for all these things, nobody obeys him. So when you come and be maybe using Simon Ekpa did it. 5 days sit at home, nobody listened. People went about their normal way. Sit at home was because when you come out to protest, Nigerian government will gun you down. Nnamdi Kanu said, did they sit at home? Whenever Nnamdi Kanu is in court, people will sit at home. After that, no more sit at home. The finished as far as every, because Nigeria is just holding him for nothing. So Simon Ekpa doing is an intruder. People don't listen to him.
Thank you.
So if we can be talking and he's arrogating the power which he hasn't got and use it to debate. I don't debate such. I've said something before here. I said,
Thank you.
Nobody can be more Catholic than the Pope.
Thank you, sir.
Nnamdi Kanu explain the process to follow. Simon Ekpa is nobody. In IPO, he can carry any name, give any this. Nobody is listening to him. That's one. Secondly, the people killing people in Southeast are not ESN. These are Janjaweed. The other day you had 81,000 Boko Haram repentant.
You responded to that. Thank you.
81,000 Boko Haram. Where are they?
All right.
These are not, please. These are not killing in the Southeast. It's not done by ESN. It's done by the Fulanis. They wear Nigerian army and come undercover and be killing and raping people. What is happening in Enugu State is because they discovered the uranium. There's a country called uranium is in a harmful. Fulani want to come and take it over, not ESN.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
I wish I had time to say more about this.
It's in CBD. I just wanted to say something for 1 minute, please.
All right. Mr. CBD.
Najawash, please, can I say something?
No, hold on, Alex. Hold on. We have more people that have not said anything. I'll come back to you, my brother. Is Omo yes corner shall be so patient. Okay, CBD. 1 minute. You are
Madam Rita called my name. I wanted to respond to her. That's it.
Okay, 1 minute, Alex. Go ahead. 1 minute.
I did not call for violence in the East. I'm dealing with the bigger monster in Abuja. ESN is not in Owo when people were killed inside in that church. ESN did not kidnap the Abuja Cardinal Railway.
Okay.
ESN did not kill Deborah. I'm dealing with the bigger snake in Abuja, not Samuel Ekpa. I don't know Ekpa. I'm just talking about the government being unreasonable. They are the ones doing what they are doing.
People are dying through Ekpa, Alice.
Okay, if Ekpa is found guilty, he should be arrested. But we should not forget, don't take your eyes off the works of the wicked Fulani government and Amebola Tinubu's antics.
We are not taking our eyes off the satanic government, but Ekpa is creating more chaos. Okay, so that's the problem that we all are facing right now. Okay, I'll come back to you, my brother. Let's quickly move on now to Mr. CBD. Please talk to us quickly.
Yeah, thank you. I've not spoken, but maybe let me just say something for 1 minute before it gets to my turn.
Okay, keep the 1 minute. If you use 1 second, not that 1 minute, you don't use your turn.
Okay. Yeah, well, the thing is that please, no matter what we are pursuing here, because most of us, all of us here, if I'm not mistaken, are all obedient, including me, CM, and all that. But at the same time, we are not going to allow our emotions or whatever to make us now say things that are not true. Like our sister, she said a lot of things I agree with, but definitely there are things that is not true, and which CM has pointed one part out. We know for sure. If you don't know, please talk to people that come from those sides so that you understand more what is going on there. It's not ESN that is making old women or farmers and whatever not to go to the farm. It's the terrorists that are in the bush. It's not, this is not conspiracy theories. These are the real things going on in the East, where the place is under attack. You also gave an example of Enugu. That has nothing to do with Biafra's agitation. Those are terrorists that attacked a village. And even the news media, the same news media that people listen to, the mainstream media call them, those are terrorist herders or headsmen. So please, let us tone down our maybe whatever kind of perception that we have about Biafra and all that, and so
okay, your 1 minute is off. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll come back to you. Omo Yes Corner, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Thanks for your patience.
Hello.
Yeah, greetings everyone. Thank you, Niger Watch, for coming here, coming live again today.
Thank you.
We all need strength to keep moving forward, as we only have less than 60 days to the election. So I want us to please, as much as we talk about what's going on in the news and all of that, we need to not lose sight of the focus. We need to think about what else we could be doing, to impact and, get all the people that are not yet sensitized. I happen to um find a video. It was a video yesterday that I saw where people were on live, adopting, what's it called, a ballot, is that what they call it? Yeah, in every community. It was so refreshing to see, how people are coming together and, donating money, coming together even in diaspora, to donate money for their communities to adopt a ballot. It was really beautiful. I really want us to focus on trying to get Peter Obi there. As much as we talk about the issues that concern us every day, we shouldn't lose sight of that. So I'm only going to touch on a few things, and because everybody has spoken literally most of the things that I wanted to talk about today. The first thing I'm going to say is, the first thing it's actually a question. Why, as Nigerians, why are we so complacent in the midst of, human violations? Why are we so complete? Why don't we react when we need to? Why don't we? I mean, is the suffering not enough to even let people make people decide, what, all die na die. If not like this, make it just be. Why do we keep taking and taking and taking? Who do us? A woman was just slaughtered, expecting twins, and everybody just carries on as though one of those things. We have a problem. We have a real mental health problem where people cannot, the impact of that does not affect anyone. I don't understand it. Another one go happen again. We go shake them off, move. We need to change. We need to be outraged. When outrage is needed, we need not to hold back. We cower too easily. They shoot gun like this, all of us go scatter. Why? Who do us? We're all gonna die one day. Nobody is getting out of here alive. If you like, holy pass holy. Everybody is not getting out of here alive. So what if anyone wants to get out of this world, how do you? Because that woman that was coming from wherever they were coming from, she I'm sure she's been trying to be careful and protect herself and take all the necessary precautions, but look at how her life ended. Just look at that. If the society shuts down for one too many killings that are going on, if they point a gun at you when everybody is protesting, it is better to go that way than to just die with no reason or rhyme. That really took a lot of my thought last night. I'm not gonna lie. And it weakened me. I was expecting to hear the news say they don't burn the petrol station down, they don't shout, things are going on. That's what I was expecting. I don't check social media, I don't tire. Nothing. Something is wrong with us as a people. I'm sorry. On this issue of, Biafra or no Biafra, Simon Ekpa or no Simon Ekpa, make we no forget, the government that you and I have is a criminal government. Do we understand that? Now gangsters, cult leaders, now they rule us. Demonic worshippers, now they rule us. What do you not think? Say they no go get plants for any type of agitation when they go on. They no go infiltrate to make to turn people against themselves, number one, and to infiltrate to make it look like it is those people that are doing the damage, so that they have reason to take over the particular community and commit mayhem on them. Do we know how many lives have been lost in the East alone, all over Nigeria? But the East, a lot of killings are happening that is silent. Nobody talks about it. How long are we going to continue like this? This is my question, and it's from the depth of my heart. How long? Are we just going to fold our hands and just watch people just being slaughtered on a daily basis? Look at that IDP camp. Now women and children and full. Children growing up inside their own country as refugees. Do you know the kind of mind mess up that is? The type of mental health issue that is? If, in as much as we talk about, Simon Ekpa or whatever, I actually saw a tweet some days or so ago where somebody was saying that the man is secretly working for APC and the cabals or whatever. I saw a tweet like that. But guess what though? This is what we're talking about. There are people that have infiltrated, the government infiltrates to make, when they want to carry out mayhem on a community, that's what they do. They even do it here in America. That's how they succeed. There was a particular community, I can't remember what state now. There was a particular community of Black people. It's not the what's it called? What's the name of this thing? I'm trying to remember. But anyway, this one was a completely different story from the Wall Street, the Black Wall Street, completely different story. That was swept under the carpet for so long. This particular story happened a long time ago as well. The Black people were growing their foods. They were trying to build their communities and all. Guess what in government do? They enter. They raise the community down. They burn everything with the human beings, the Black people inside them. I'm not talking about Wall Street. That Wall Street one everybody know. But this one is something when they sweep under carpet when people they bring come out. Why am I saying this? You see this Biafra thing, this Eastern agitation and all of that. You know how many people they don't kill away for East. You know how many people that they lay siege on them on a regular. Not be them go just intentionally just turn. Of course, there's some bad elements, but the government go use the bad elements because they don't pay them. As a people, we really need to come together with one voice. We need to be wise. We need to be very sensitive about certain issues because these people are out to cause more division amongst us. The ones that are bad, let's call them out. The Simon Ekpas that are bringing out instructions that people are not following, let's call him out for the actions. Let's not hold back. Let's not hold back. So that they know that we too were smart. We cannot do like we have history to look back onto. Even if we don't have our own history that is readily available, we know what's been going on in other parts of the world and how the government has done certain dirty things. Let's learn from that and be wiser. Because as a people, together we are stronger. We're stronger together. You know? So as much as this election is coming, I hope that we have enough sense to do what we need to do to make sure that Peter Obi gets there. That's the only thing, that's the only thread that's holding us together. That's the only thread. If anything goes south in this election, I know they support division, but I go join division.
All right.
Telling you.
Thank you.
So I yield though.
Thank you so much, Omo. Yes, Corner. Thank you for your submission. As either Peter Obi or nothing, that's just the facts. All right. Let me quickly move on to the next person here, which is Nolly 77. Nolly 77, please talk to us, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you once
Listen to
again,
you, sir.
George.
Thank you, sir.
My brother George, would you call me?
Yes, you are going to be the next Mr. Mecca Chief Adju.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, I want to. It's about this.
Please, no interjection. Let Nolly 77 finish first. You can talk. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Nolly 77.
Yeah, I want to. I really want to go in a different route actually, because many times when I'm listening to our people talking concerning this actors and the Igbo elite, it makes me sick. It makes me very angry. It makes me. It's very painful to hear that, because recently what Atiku had just been doing is to cause problem between people. He will bring brother and brother and he will put their head together. But my major problem is that the Igbo elites are buying the idea of Atiku. They are buying the idea of Atiku. Recently, Atiku went to Anambra State, and when he was going to Anambra State, the governor called all our chiefs, including the one we regard to be the highest chief we have in Anambra State. He called them to their place, to his governor's lodge in Oka, and all of them went there, and they discussed. Atiku start promising them what he want to do for them, and the same people that was sitting on this appraisals of Hala yesterday or day before yesterday, when he was making that saying that those rubbish he was saying, that Obi come to him, Obi talk to him, and he said to Obi, no, don't do it, this, that. And if you listen to Obi campaign all this while, when he used to say that Anambra State has been one of the strong, the hardest state to rule in Nigeria, this is what he's talking about. People like this actors and people like Emeka, for people, all these people like this Oludo we have, people who will be calling you their brother, but they will be fighting you, because throughout the time Obi was sitting there, if you listen to this guy, the son of Eti Abade, his deputy, his son, the son of his deputy when he was governor of Anambra State, made a lot of revelation that we don't know. He said that this man received the highest threat in Anambra State during the time he was governor. But he was still, he still do the job. Why? Because he didn't go through them to get to the post. He didn't go through them. He doesn't have no godfather or nothing. So when we are talking, this, when Soludo was campaigning, this one, it happened to I was in Nigeria. I was in Nigeria when he was campaigning for this thing. He came to my village, met a man from my village. They call him Jesco Oye. Jesco Oye took him to this particular person now, this actors we're talking about. And that is the reason why all these things, when I'm looking at it, I wonder, why is it that we will come and be defending our elite, defending the Anambra, the elite, the Igbo elite. I would say the Anambra elite, because these people, they see that their own person come out for this election, and Peter Obi has been loved by the whole nation, the whole Nigeria, except in Anambra State. My brother was telling me the reason why they didn't go this 1 million march they were doing it everywhere. When you see the one they did in Anambra State, it amounts to nothing. If I may use the word of Soludo, it amounts to nothing. The one they did in Anambra State. Why are we doing this to this guy? So that's anyway. That's a different thing. But what I want to talk about is in this Simon Ekpa, like CBD say and talk that we know, we actually know that it's politicians, or it is a terrorist that is dealing with our people. But what I want to say is that whatever comment Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa is making is affecting our people back home. Whether we like it or not, their comment. CM is saying that when Simon Ekpa talked about it at home, how many people obeyed him? No, people didn't obey him, but people died out of that comment. That is what we are talking about. They didn't obey him to sit at home, but people died because when people come out, there was gun down in Enugu.
Exactly. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
So when you say that how many people obey him, what you are trying to tell us is that let him be saying what he's saying. No, he's not supposed to be saying it. In fact, my own idea is that Nnamdi Kanu, because he's been talking, even from the prison there, let him speak. Let him speak. Let Nigeria hear him. Let those people, those guys. I am an Igbo man, or correct Igbo man. In fact, none of them is more Igbo than I am. Because many times when you speak against this thing, they say that you're not Igbo. That is why you're trying to do. No. The problem is that Nnamdi, if he say that he doesn't support it, let him speak from the prison. At least he can speak. People can hear him. He used to speak about his health. He used to speak about, let him speak to this guy that I am not in support, not sending all this surrogate and telling us that, you understand, and things will be happening.
But he
Actually,
said it now. He said it. People should
he
not
said
kill
it,
them.
and
He said
you
he
had
said
him.
it. He said it. There was the barrister came and then said it.
It
He
is
said
that's what I'm saying. I don't want surrogate. Let him speak because he speaks.
He's under lock and key. He said he's in prison because of you. Why must we kill ourselves? That people should keep calm. He said it. What else do you expect him to say? Didn't you
It
see him
is you
saying it
that
in court?
had him. No, you had him, but those people
He
killing
said
people in
it in court,
Nigeria,
man.
on
He
his
said it
name
when
doesn't.
he said it when he came to court. He was saying he doesn't like what he's hearing, that people should keep calm, that he's here because we will get what we want, but nobody should kill anybody. He said it. So you have to know that the people killed in the southeast are mainly this Janjaweed they bring in from these people. They say they are repentant Boko Haram. ESN is being given money worldwide. Igbos cannot launch money and give to ESN, then ESN will be killing our people. It's a lie. That's what you should know. People openly, if you
And
like,
another thing I want to add, Mr.
I can
CM,
send you
another
the
thing I want to add that another thing I want to say is that Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated right now. He's incarcerated, so he's not even obliged to speak to the public. So let us respect that.
My people, please let me say something here. Let me say something here.
Quoting what he said in court. People saw him. He said, "Look, everybody should keep calm. That he doesn't like. Say, why should we be killing ourselves? That why he's here because of."
I'm coming. I just want to make a contribution here. If you watch this same ESM, they are the people who drove these people out of the bush, and the people went to their family, went to their normal business in the bush. Why would they not start killing their people? It is the work of the It is the work of the federal government. These people, they are not killing their people. You imagine when they set up the ESM, they drove all of them out. I have a video where these people are bedding gone in their house.
In Enugu is
I think it is my turn. I think I'm the one. It is my time.
Do you know?
It is my time to speak, right?
Ihamufu had uranium. Do you know that?
All right, let's
listen.
Let Noli finish,
when
please.
I finish, please, you can interject. The
All
point
right,
is what I'm trying to make. Let assume we have to say, okay, they're not it's not the ESN or the IPOB that is killing our people in the East. But what I'm saying is that if the whole Easterners know that this thing happening is not the Easterners that are doing it, then you will see that this thing will stop. But because many of them think that it's Nnamdi Kanu order, or that someone ever is working for Nnamdi Kanu, that is the reason why people are dying in the East all the time. And this, when we talk about dying, I'm telling you that people are dying in hundreds in Igbo land every day. Because sometimes they say, Buba, go kill these people. Many things. And so that is what I just want to. That is my. I'm so angry when I hear people talking and defending like, for instance, like CM, I said it. When you are defending our elite, defending them.
Did I defend
Because
the elite?
you was talking about Chimamanda, talking about all these people that Anambra created, but those people, they are there. None of them.
Chimamanda is a scholar, my brother. Chimamanda is a scholar, my brother. That's a scholar.
Listen.
That's what I'm
Chimamanda
saying.
is a scholar.
None of them.
Listen.
See, listen.
Please,
In the Yoruba land.
listen.
Chinua Achebe is a scholar.
Listen.
All right.
You have opportunity. You have opportunity of going back to watch this episode when you at your own time, maybe today, tomorrow, or next. How can me that is the person telling you that Fulani gave Atoeze money, gave him all well to be causing confusion? What I'm saying, I mentioned Chimamanda. I said, how can Atiku come to Igbo land, the cradle of Igbo civilization, and be insulting us, telling us that it is after him, he will be a stepping stone to Igbo presidency? I said a civilization like Igbo that produced Chimamanda Adichie, produced Chinua Achebe, produced Professor Bat Nnaji, produced Dr. Pius Okibo, produced Ezekwesili Constant in mathematics, called James Ezio, produced Chico Obi. How many can I name? That's what I'm saying. I'm not praising them. Maybe what is called use of English. Can this be me? By the way, these are not the elite that are causing confusion. These are our leading lights.
Mr. CM,
oh God.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay, Chief Daddy, talk to us, sir. Chief Daddy, are you there?
I am here. Yeah, I've been extremely patient listening to all the conversations that is going on. First and foremost, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's been a long while. I missed you, regardless of our heated debates. Let me go straight to it. Otto is given his status in society, I think his remarks appear to be malicious and inflammatory. I also believe Peter Obi visited him out of respect to ask for his support. And whatever conversations might have been had in private should have stayed and remained private till maybe after the election. Otto Eze is highly respected, especially within the Southeast. He's an influential individual. He's someone who caters for a lot of people, and a lot of people look up to him. And his statements maybe constitute as one that should be followed by those who either admire or follow him. So that alone is a way to diminish the electoral stance of Peter Obi. And I think given his position in society, especially in Nigeria, he should have been careful. I also know he's not the only one who shares such sentiments. I could name a few, but there is no need. But what you can do is be cautious. If someone has looked up to you and showed you some respect enough to approach you to seek for your support, regardless of your opinion or your right to exercise your civic duties, or maybe your preference towards another candidate, it is out of courtesy. You need to be civil and appreciate that respect given to you. So I'm reading it. I feel he could have handled it much better. I do not know the circumstances that made him to make such remarks or statements. I don't think that was quite gentlemanly of him. He's trying to throw dents at Peter Obi, which is clearly obvious. I also, in my own opinion, these are clearly my opinions, feel some other people, may, seeing Otto Eze doing such, may come out in the open to make other remarks to see what they can do to diminish Peter Obi's character or probably his support. I would want to say, let the election be fair, respect their maybe the rights of other peoples to campaign, or as well as the contestants to also campaign and seek support, and then go into the election proper. So I'm not really happy with his remark. If it was someone else who maybe I will look at it and say, okay, this is politicking. But yeah, maybe he's trying to see how to protect his interests, which is clearly might be obvious. But again, you do that with such dignity, such as other elder statesmen like Jonathan, who else again? Like, let me not run names around or throw names around. I beg your pardon. To Simon Nepper, a lot of us on the panel have said or made some lovely remarks, and I think many of us have said it all, either trying to praise him, either trying to condemn him, either trying to make a case for him or make a case against him. I could cite a few. I think Madame Rita spoke eloquently on the need for the Southeast, the Igbo people, which include myself, which is very painful, to organize ourselves. And I will say this, which I've never actually said. Peter Obi, at this moment, is not a symbol. He may win, he may not win, but he still represents a symbol. When we speak about leaders in the Southeast, you cannot discount him.
Exactly.
At the moment now, he's a pioneer of Southeast leadership.
Thank you.
In this situation, the view, whether the view or the opportunity for the Igbo tribe to get to the hem of affairs in Nigeria, solidly at this moment lies with him. So that's why I looked at Otto Eze's remark and I felt, okay, I don't think this is appropriate. Yeah, I might have my views might be different, but I would be factual and honest, And it's also another reason why I think article, him throwing his cap into the race is done in bad faith. So in this light, whether Peter Obi do not win or whether he wins, him pushing or him moving forward and him galvanizing a section of the society, whether it's from the Igbo, whether it's from the Midwest or the North or the West, shows clearly that it is ripe, it is a high time that an Igbo man assumes and take leadership position in the country. It is that time now. So, and if he doesn't win, my advice would be he should continue. He should take a cue from Buhari, who contested 3 times, and eventually, after forming a coalition, was able to become president. He should not give up. He should keep pushing because he represents the closest for the Igbos to become president and push our agenda. I think Sister Rita also, or Madam Rita also said something that I think may have some form of truth, or maybe not truth, but maybe I share that viewpoint. Simon might be working with unknown characters. To cause more pain to the Igbos. We have been a victim of identity in Nigeria. and we're still recovering from the civil war. We are not there yet. In comparison with the Southeast, we are not there yet. Yes, we might be slightly better than the North, but we are not there yet. And in the point of our recovery, we are now being faced with chaos. Regardless of your opinion about how you feel of the Biafra movement, it's now being corrupted. We must all agree. It is now being corrupted, whether by the characters or the actors themselves directly or infiltrated actors who, in their own probably collective or selfish interests, are now making this a pain and concern, huge concern to the Igbos, right? There's nothing wrong with you trying to go your own way or forming your own nation, but there's everything wrong when in the course of doing that, people are being killed. Innocent people are being killed. Business transactions can no longer be conducted peacefully and seamlessly. Like I said, and we will refer back, we are in a recovery phase. The Igbos, which is largely known to be very industrious in terms of commerce and trade, should be pioneering that industry so that we cannot conduct trade seamlessly because of a movement, whether done in good faith or not, is now a problem. Yes, that's why I said I share that sentiment. Simon might be working for the federal government, that might be my opinion, or not, but it is now being corrupted. And the Igbos must realize that this might not be working the way they want it and readdress this concern so that we can still achieve our collective goals. There are different ways to kill a rat. Still achieve our collective goals, pushing our agenda to the forefront in Nigeria, pushing our objectives to the forefront in Nigeria, creating more prosperity and wealth for the Igbos in Nigeria, and peace while doing it, not killing each other. So I'll clearly state my opinion about him. I think maybe he's being used um, to slow down the progress of the Igbos and to make the Igbos continue to feel the pain of the agitation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Daddy. I appreciate you right there. I would like us to hear from ECBD. Mr. ECBD, please talk to us, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Ninja. Well, for Ato Easy, well, the thing is a very influential businessman and all that. I think is what about the last time I saw something about over $5 billion dollars. Then he has over 22 oil blocks. So these people will definitely try to uh, take decisions that will favor their, what is it, empire, or what can we call it? And if you read the full statement he made, it's like saying something like Peter Obi came to him and he told him to not to run because Soludo is the person that they have decided. That's just to tell you how these people think. So you just be there, you decide for millions of people who will represent them. It's just pathetic. Then that Soludo, and that's why it clearly shows, he didn't even cover it anymore. It clearly shows why Soludo has been acting the way he's acting. Because it seems to me like Immediately after that PDP primaries and when Peter Obi left the party, I think the people from Atiku's camp, it seems they understood what was coming, and it seems they now try to go and approach some of these other guys in the east that are members of their party or former members or just affiliated somehow, and they kind of promised that okay, we are going to give, we are going to hand over to Soludo and after Atiku, and that's why you see Atiku making all those statements like "you only become president through me," something like that. So it's quite unfortunate, and that's why we keep on, appealing to people that these elites or whatever they are, we cannot continue using them to, cover, or maybe using them to kind of speak for the entire East or Igbos, because definitely they are all in one. We only have the group of the two tribes, the tribe of the people and the tribe of the elite. So the Igbo people on ground, as CM has said several times, they will all follow Peter Obi. And that's just the only thing is that we have to push out any rhetoric of no voting and all that. I wouldn't go as far as saying Simon Ekpa is maybe working for the federal government. I don't know that for sure, to be honest, because it doesn't mean that maybe because Peter Obi now is running, then there's no more agitation. So that's why I wouldn't like go that far. But at the same time, they have to move in a more strategic uh, and less kind of confrontational way. But because you might be, you might just find yourself playing into the hands of these people. You're seeking for something that you believe in, that is good, that is just, but it's at the end of the day, it's a game, and if you do not play it properly, they will try to paint you as the bad guy, and which is why you see people even that are not Igbos, from even some Igbos themselves, are now turning against some kind of some part of the struggle. So what I'm trying to say is this: you have to be uh, clever. You have to use more kind of strategy, unless don't fall into the trap. You can't fight these people with weapons. What weapons do you have? Let's assume that you have a lot of all these. They will come with the air force for the entire country. So what will you do? Do you have some, fighter jets somewhere parked in the east to counter them and fly in the air and shoot them down? So at the end of the day, it has to be by uh, diplomacy, but at the same time, we are not going to condemn our people for defending themselves, because it's easy to shout Simon Ekpa and Biafra agitation and all that. But if you're on ground, for example, the people of Ehamufu will not be saying some of the things we are saying here, because they witnessed the invasion of these terrorists. They saw the carnage that was done. So people like that, should we tell them not to defend themselves? Should we tell them not to fight back? And it's not black and white. The world is not black and white. It's at best a gray area. So when you see these things happening, let us take it easy. There's a lot of information out there that has kind of shaped our perception and given us some bias about some of these things. But sometimes what is on ground is a bit different. So, and when CM talked about the uranium, I don't know if people understand how valuable uranium is. You know what? That's what they are using to make all this. You can use it to either power an entire region of Africa. Or
It's
you
used
can
to make
use it.
aircraft as well.
Yes, and you can use it to even destroy an entire region of Africa in just one explosion. So you need to understand that there is no place where there is conflict in Africa where you cannot trace a very, a highly valuable natural resources in that area. From the Sambisa area, now we have that area of Enugu that they are by all means coming to. All of a sudden, Enugu, that part is where these people want to camp, and we know what they have in mind. So let us now, that's what I'm trying to say, that let us please, no matter what our bias is, we must understand what we are dealing with. A lot of our people are under attack. We saw the helicopters that came and dropped people, where one woman recorded it and posted it on social media. And people just felt like, oh, it's just one of those videos. But she showed how people were jumping down, alighting from the helicopters in the middle of a forest in Enugu. Where are those people from? Are they military? Will military link into a forest in Enugu for just like that? So, this thing is deeper than we understand it to be. And that's why I will tell you that as much as I am appealing to, is it Simon Ekpa and all the Biafra followers, that people may not necessarily disagree with what you're trying to achieve, but just the method, you have to make sure that you don't play into their hands, whereby now you are made the devil, and whereby our people, innocent people, will be caught in any kind of crossfire, because at that point it will be hard to, it will be hard for you to defend the fact that, which is actually the fact, you are actually defending yourself, defending your land. But if innocent people are caught in the crossfire, a lot of people will not be sympathetic to even the defense that you have been standing up for. So it's just a matter of playing smart, matter of knowing when to act, and don't try to enforce things, because that is how they get hold of the people. That's how they kind of gaslight you. Because when you try to get, to enforce some certain things, it's like you're playing into their hands. So just play, just be careful, and please let us not try, and let's encourage people to vote. Support Peter Obi. It's much better for you to have someone that is ready to have a conversation and negotiate than someone who will attack you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Elvis, are we together?
Can I make a minute intervention? Oh, nobody's even.
Mr. Elvis is not
Go ahead.
responding.
Now that your mic, your camera and mic is working very well, CF, you can go ahead. You have been locked out for a long time.
Thank God you know my situation. Thank you for sympathizing with me. Actually, what I want to reassure people is that as far as Southeast is concerned, Peter Obi is the person everybody is looking forward to. The fact that the election is coming in February is even a delay. People want him today, tomorrow. And I think is the vote Peter Obi will get from Southeast. That will be evidence to those that are still doubting whether when the likes of Teresa talks or Soludo talks, they become, fidgeting or trying to say, hey, look at what these people are saying. These are, Atoeze is justifying his oil well. Fulani cannot give you oil well. People of Nembe, where there is oil, how many of them have oil well? How many? They gave him oil well so that he can be doing their bidding. In the past, Ateze will recommend who will be governor, who will be this, and he will take you first to the full and he say, this is the person I'm bringing, so that when they are now make you governor, you will be in Ateze will be the person giving them feedback because they gave him money. If you have oil well, there's no need establishing business unless you want to help your people. Ateze did not have it. There's no industry owned by Ateze in Anambra State, despite the fact that if you go to Nnewi, you see more than 2-3 dozen, all of them springing up. These are businessmen. Innocent establish his own, employ people. Why can't Ateze with his billions establish, even if the one that will be making Gary, he refused because all he wants is every day he's with the dollar. Then he will tell people, Fulani will call him. Whether they sodomize him, well, that is not for me to say. He will just do him bidding. So people like this are the type of people why Biafra agitation came up, because they are the agents destroying our land. If you have the likes of Ateze in different states in the south, things won't be the same, because that is what they are there for. They are the agents of the caliphate. How can somebody be giving oil well? Oil block. What for? What for? What is he doing? Another one will be a maker for somewhere. All these Chris, your board use or Kalo. And people call them elite. They are not the elite. The elite in Igbo land are people like Chimamanda Adichie, Bat Nnaji. These are people that speak up. Peter Obi. These are the people that has the interest of the people at heart. These are the people respect when they speak, and not these people we know because we know them. So how can you be a billionaire? That's why Peter Obi is saying wealth without enterprise. Somebody will become a billionaire, but you don't see anything the person is doing. Nothing. How many people is under the employment of Ateze? How many? He is from Dunukofia local government. All he did was to make sure that his village becomes the local government headquarters. Carrying money, or he imagine, and these are the people. Even if you do not believe me, how can somebody tell the Igbos 2015, let's leave Jonathan, let us vote for the Fulani to give them 8 years. After 8 years, it will come down to the southeast. That way, if it come down to the south, it will be the turn of the Igbos that Yorubas has done. South has refused and voted
All
for
right,
Jonathan.
all right. What I
He's
actually
still
want
telling
to
us
ask.
to go and vote for Fulani. Can you listen to such people? 8 years later, he's still telling us that we should vote for Atiku. Has he forgotten he told us to leave Jonathan and vote for Buhari? So these are the game they play. They are doing it just to make sure that the money is flowing. And it's because of them that people said, no, Peter Obi should come out. This is the man we want. And it will, by the grace of God, by February, in about 2 months, everything will become clear to the people that are doubting. Don't listen to them. As per Simon Ekpa is not even on the membership roll call of IPOB in Finland or anywhere. He's just an infiltrator, an impostor. What he's doing is just to cause confusion. Whoever is sponsoring him, whether Dave Umahi through the federal government or through Dave Umahi, they know that is for that one. ESN does not kill Igbo. ESN is fighting against Ebubago that federal government used to stop them. Ebubago, the followers are members of Ebubago, but some of you may not believe me. People from the north are members of Ebubago. They wear uniform. When you confront them, they tell you that Dave Umahi employed them to guard. How can that be? That is the causing confusion. Can you imagine Dave Umahi saying they want Igbo president? He now went to APC, they didn't give him. He said no more, that the Igbo president is not feasible because Peter Obi came out. So I want you people to see the obstacle that Peter Obi is facing, even in Anambra State, but the people are solidly behind him. And this election will prove that. Thank you.
All right. What I actually want to add to what you have said is that in an election, in circumstances like this, is a free world, and that is why it's called democracy. You know, the people can have their own thought. People can decide to join whoever they want to join, and people can decide to form their own cabal. You just like Atiku Abubakar right now. If you go to the state where he comes from, it's not everybody that will support him 100%. There are some stakeholders that will not be in support of his ideology. You know, people belong to different school of thought, and if you go to Lagos or Yoruba land, you will see that it's not every Yoruba persons that are supporting Tinubu per se. You know, this is election. Everybody have the right to say whatever they want to say, but that does not stop our principal becoming what he wants to become. We know, the youth know where they are going to do. We know what we are fighting for. We know that we are trying to fight this same kind of people like this Ato Eze that want to monopolize every single resources that belong to everybody to themselves. These are the kind of people that we are fighting, and these are the people that want to fight back. So it is better for us to recognize them, know where they are standing, so that we'll be able to antagonize whatever intention that they are bringing up. So we should not be, for me personally, I'm not afraid of whoever says anything, whatever they want to say, because everybody is entitled to his own idea, his own school of thought, and his own belief. But I think the important thing is that the youth has woken up. The youth know where they are going. They know where they are coming from. They've been able to identify those that they want to follow. And we should work together to make sure that we succeed and take this power from these devilish people, according to the GM of Nigeria Watch, as he called them, devilish politicians. You should be able to take power from them and take it in totality. So we shouldn't be distracted by whatever they are saying. Whoever is sponsoring anybody, we know that they are doing it. We are aware of whatever plan they are planning, and we are ready to go to any length with them to split the last part of our energy to fight against whatever they are doing. So let us not be distracted. Let us be focused at all time. Let us have that mind that where we are going is a great deal for us, and it's not going to be easy. At the moment we create that embodiment of tenacity, we will survive. We'll get there. It's just time. So let them say whatever they are saying. Let them do whatever they are doing. We are watching them, and we are ready. The youth. What the most powerful thing is that what they are doing right now, you see that they are trying to cause problem in different areas to create scenario to say that, oh, this one will be this one will be that. If you look at what is happening with INEC offices, burning down INEC office, we don't need to ask you where the problem is coming from. It's the same people that are trying to do this, because they know that the new people that are registering right now, the youth that are woken up to get their PVC are for Peter Obi. So they want to do everything to make sure that they don't have that card. They want to make sure to do everything that they are going to disenfranchise them from their rights. So our intention is to be focused, know where we are going, and we already know that whatever they are saying, they are just doing it for doing sake. We'll get there. Thank you so much.
Prince. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I lost a connection right here. I would like us to hear from. I'd like us to hear from Tunaja, please. Tunaja, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Greetings to everyone on the panel, the chat, and the viewers. Yeah, I've just looked into Otto briefly, and I think CM spoke quite well about him, that he seems to just be there for purposes that is not of serious benefit to the people of the region. And I'm actually surprised to find someone that is that rich, that you rarely hear about, and he doesn't own a lot of industries, and people are looking for jobs all over the place. It's worth over $5 billion. I don't know what he's doing with all that money. Just running oil companies in different countries. How is that? And the countries is running the oil, those countries are not doing well. Can this guy not build a refinery? I don't know. Some of all these lazy billionaires that we have in Nigeria, I don't know what they are doing with their money. And Nigeria is there to get a refinery going for how many years, only waiting for only Dangote, when he could do something too. I don't know about that. And him coming out to say what he said, this is a problem with some people that they don't seem to understand. How is saying this about things supposed to help in any way? It's not going to help anything, and it just reveals him to be somebody that just serves interests that is not of the people's. Because he knows full well that when he says this, people won't care. People will still ignore him and go and vote for Peter Obi anyway. But he has to say so that the other people that gave him power, whatever they gave him, or his friends, will know that okay, he stuck his neck out, just like Sundudo did too. This whole attitude is not in the Southeast in any way. It's almost like if there's a lot of infiltrators in that region there to ensure instability for their people. I can't for the life of me understand why these people do these type of things. People argue amongst themselves. You Northerners, they do argue amongst themselves. Yorubas do the same too. After all, Afenefere endorsed Peter Obi, even when clearly it's like a hair going to endorse Kwankwasu or something like that. This in article, So, but it's just one of those things you have to live with. I guess. What else are you gonna do? You just have to live with it. Peter Obi will still do what he needs to. I don't think any governor, any billionaire is going to stop the South from voting Peter Obi. It's like when Obama was about to be elected. There is nothing you are going to tell the black voters from not voting for Peter. This is Obama at that time. If you like, you say whatever. Like 96% of them voted straight for him. So, and I think it's going to happen. And the South is also going to vote for him. And he's not going to matter much. The guy is not going to matter much. Let's face it. He has money. He hasn't done too much with it. Maybe he did a few philanthropic stuff here and there, and he's not going to mean. And I think he knows that too. So, and I think what CM said, it makes sense, because this same guy was canvassing for Buhari, and now Buhari's time is almost up. Now you say let the people support another Fulani man again. What kind of I don't know what kind of mindset does this to people. It's just madness. It doesn't even common sense. You're telling your people again, wait for another 8 years for another Fulani again. He's just revealing himself to be what he is.
Yeah.
An opportunist that is there to serve any interest that favors him, not his people. That's what he is. And I believe that Obi supporters will know that even if they don't articulate this things very well, they don't care. They will not listen to him, because they believe that they will do the right thing on their behalf and on the behalf of the nation. And the discussion we had this morning, it tells you what we need to know. The problems we have in this country is not only from the north. We in the south, we have a lot of people there causing problems for us. And people, I'm glad this time they are beginning to see it. They are beginning to see it clearly. Look at Ekpa coming out publicly to say no to Peter Obi, no to election. Who does that? Who does that? You have a sort of this the soil of your area running
Exactly.
for office.
That's what I can't comprehend.
Your job is to stand aside and give them space to operate and see what happens, so that if anything goes, let's say they treat him like a Biola, you say, you see what I said, but not say you will not give him a chance and cause chaos, and not just you didn't even just stop there. You say you're going to prevent it from happening in the south. How do you think you're going to do it without causing violence? And then the next thing we see is violence. What kind of people do these type of things? We have to. This is the thing. That's why I was saying it. We have to be careful the people we listen to. Some people are there to polarize us, and those ones, internal enemies. They are there just to cause polarization and weaken the country further. They are not just enemy to their people, they are enemy to entire black race itself. Because you're just there causing problems so that nothing works. We have a country where we have finalists, none of them working. This is not advanced technology, and there's a $6 billion billionaire from that region. Even he alone can put engineers together to build a refinery if he wanted to. Even runs owns different companies. It's just the whole thing is so revealing of what is going on in the country, and we really need to be looking at people closely. Whenever your fellow Nigerians start telling you, hate the north, hate west, hate this, beware of them. This is why nothing works in the country. They want to keep the nation weak, because they know when Nigeria gets its act together, that's the end for all the thieves and all the people that have been sucking our blood dry. For how many decades Nigerians have been working, and what have we got for it? Our people are still running overseas all the time, and nobody cares about the ones running overseas. The other day they said they should pass a bill so that the people that are going overseas can donate money to the country. They blocked it in the House of Legislative. Who does that kind of stuff? Who does it? You go to IMF to beg for money. They tell you, let's put something down so that fellow Nigerians will pay into. They blocked it. It tells you there are people in that country sabotaging us day in, day out for their interest. And Otto Eze, for better or for worse, he has just revealed his hands. Thank you.
Yeah, just thank you. I just want to quickly chime in, just to chime in on the solid point.
Please hold on. I think we have others here that have not said anything at all.
Okay.
Please, I'll come back to you. Thank you. Just for you, please. I'd like you to talk to us.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity once again. Good evening, everybody. I've been hearing the debate and the talks here and there. My little contribution I want to say here is that in all our discussion, we should put Nigeria as number one. That is the reason why we are here, how Nigeria can be good. All these people that are doing all these things, they are doing it for their own pocket gain. First of all, I want to
2 minutes.
address.
2 minutes. Everybody's going to 2 minutes now. We're rounding up.
Okay, but I've never spoken since. This is my first time.
Okay, this is really your first time. Okay,
Yeah.
you have
Okay.
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Okay, so my advice to the Igbo people is when we say maybe people are talking about Igbo not unite or things like that, we are not talking of the grassroots people. We are talking of the political elite. Okay, if you watch, yes, we are talking. If you watch, we talk about marginalization. This is the opportunity for the Igbo people now to grab the opportunity. I see that there is no infrastructure for a federal infrastructure in Igbo land. There is nothing like that. Okay, somebody was talking about Atiku that some people some people didn't support him. Some people, they talk about the Jagaban, something like that. These are people that are found wanting. Obasanjo even regretted. He said, I regret the worst things I have done. The thing that I have regretted is making Atiku my vice. Everybody is in public domain. He is a wanting man. He's a corrupt man. So if a just man will come out, even if his own person come out to condemn him, it's very right because you have reason. If you come to Jagaban, everybody know he is involved in he's a drug baron. He has problem to answer with that. It's paper forgery. If you forge Christianity, forge everything. Muslim ticket. You don't anybody, a just man can condemn that one as well. But let me bring Peter Obi. What has Peter Obi done that you will say you are against your own brother, you are against him? And you are crying that you have been marginalized. But you have the opportunity now. I want to say all these things, there are two reasons for all these things. Number one, it is politically motivated. That is number one. Number two, is done out of jealousy and envy, nothing more. These are the two reasons I see there. Out of jealousy and envy. Because you watch Peter Obi, in all the atrocity they have found in other people, they couldn't find anything. Only what to say, he make investment and the investment is not doing well, but he left money, he make investment. But there was no corrupt this thing. So what do you have against him? Nothing. Why can't we celebrate people who are right, who are righteous? Why can't we bring those people? The Bible says, when the righteous are on top, the people, they rejoice. But if the wicked are on top, the people, they mourn. We have been mourning all this while. Ebubeagu, as we speak today, what are they doing? This is the system that they are using. The people they know what they are doing in the Igbo land. Me, I personally believe that ESM, they are not killing anybody. Because ESN was set up to free their people. You have the opportunity now, and you are against your own brother. This is a strategy, to put Peter Obi down. It is from above. Let me remind Nigeria once again. This article they are talking about, campaign chairman from the north, party chairman from the north, presidential aspirants from the north, the three critical position, they are all from the north. And you tell me you are a unifier. It is not your turn. You in APC, you cross from APC, and PDP it is their constitution. Rotational presidency is their constitution. I watched the interview, Arise Television with one of APC member. APC said it's not our constitution. And it's not in the constitution of Nigeria. It is the constitution of APC. But you look at PDP, sorry. You look at APC today, then they decided to do it. They said it. We decided to do it because we want to see the presidency rotating after ruling for 8 years. But you see a man who said he's a unifier. You cross from APC and you went to go and destroy PDP. You know that this is the constitution. You bypass the constitution. You destroy the constitution. You don't. How are you going to obey the law? Okay, there people have been crying in that PDP. What you are doing is not right. All power concentrated in the north. Okay, reshuffle it. You say it doesn't concern you. Are you going to? Then you will see somebody coming out from the south to say I support somebody like this. They are just article is just trying to deceive you people. It's deceiving them. Because if you want to do something, this is the right time for you to have done it to show that you are a unifier. No, all the whole power is concentrated in your own region, and you say you are a unifier. My dear, the problem of Igbo still lies within Igbo. If you bring the whole broom together, try to break the broom. You can't break it. But take one or two out of it. You can break it into pieces, as many as you want. If Igbo people actually want something good in their land, this is the right time. I want to remind them, number one, when I was small, I was a little boy. I hear Aba made, Igbo made, Taiwan, and China. That was what I was hearing as at that time. Igbo were competing with China. But look at where China is today. Look at where Nigeria is. There is an adage who says that the Peking, let me use this speech, our own language. Peking when say, in papa, in mama no go sleep. In two, no go sleep. You say Igbo no go prosper, Igbo no go rule, they no go do anything. Where is Nigeria today? Have we prospered? Have we gone anywhere? Why can't we try them now? We have the opportunity and see whether Nigeria will not move forward. No. People just bent on destroying Nigeria. They see the light, but they don't want to follow the light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right. Everybody have contributed. I think we should do a roundup right now.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Who is speaking? Please mute yourself.
Okay.
Stay mute. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do a minute submission right now, a minute, not even 2 minutes, because we are already above 5 hours. Yes. So I'm going to be starting with Alex again. Mr. Alex, your 1 minute, please. Let's do that round.
Thank you, Mr. Najaosh. Thank you. I'll be listening and I'll be learning. Until we tell ourselves the truth, we will go nowhere. Yes, Peter Obi is what we need next year's elections. But we must remember the problems of this country.
There's somebody who hasn't spoken. There's somebody who hasn't spoken. Pharaoh the Great. Is it Pharaoh the Great?
Okay, when it gets to his time, no problem, sir.
Okay. Okay.
The major problem of this country, we must remember it as we are carrying our chest, our hands, our body, our soul, our voices for Mr. Peter Obi. The problem is the wicked and the corrupt vampires we have at the helm of affairs in every strata of government. This is a major problem. They are the ones manipulating things, dividing us, twisting our brains and everything. So for me, I just want us to know the bigger snake. Yes, Samuel Ekpa should be arrested if he's found guilty. For even speaking against Peter Obi, I'm already against him. But I'm not against the Biafran struggle. I'm against violence. The Biafran struggle is a child of necessity because of the failures of government. People enrich themselves with public funds and they impoverish a nation. And a particular side of the nation are ostracized from the presidency. So Mr. Peter Obi is the way forward. Let's think of how we can encourage more people to get their PVCs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. I would like us to move on now to okay, let me take it from top. Chief Daddy, take a 1 minute, please.
All right, thank you very much. I wanted to just chime in on, you know, I just wanted to chime in on what Tunaja just said about it's like some people are interested to ensure Nigeria do not work. Uh, it actually it's valid. So there are external forces using internal collaborator to ensure that Nigeria, which is the population of the highest population of the black race, do not progress. So a progressive Nigeria is a progressive black race. And when Nigeria works and there are more rich black people, it's probably a perceived threat. Now back to the Igbo. I think the Igbo need to have an ideology. Um, the Southwest, they do, maybe, but it's not pronounced. The North do, and it's pronounced. We need an ideology to push our our views. In the Southwest, now they are celebrating light rain. They are progressing, they are moving. Things are working there. Wealth is being increased by those in the Southwest, and while in the Southeast, it's diminishing. So this viewpoint of whether it is done by the Fulanis or whoever it might be, it's creating a problem for us. So we must organize ourselves and do proper housekeeping and see ways to progress towards the election, right? I know a lot of us here are
All
optimistic.
right.
I'm rounding up, just 10 seconds. A lot of us here are optimistic about maybe the possibility of Obi becoming president. I'm very practical about this, right? You all know my standpoint because I'm practical. I look at the practicality. Would I love Obi to be president? Yeah, I will. It's good at least in my lifetime to see an Igbo man become president. At least in my lifetime. Would he, in my opinion, become president? Um, the chances are very slim. But he's a disruptor, which is good. He's galvanizing disgruntled young urban Nigerians, which is now a problem. It is now an attention. That is why he's being attacked. That is what before previously I was like, okay, I think they're going to ignore him. But now we can see that he's been attacked because he's a disruptor. And as each day goes, his support group
Okay.
increases.
Thank you.
So I wish him all the best of luck, and I'm watching for his outcome in the election.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. CM, you're going to be the last that will give you 1 minute. So I'll come back to you. Mr. CB, give me your 1 minute. Thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. CB,
Yes,
go ahead.
thank you, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
Sir.
available. Thank you, thank
1
you
minute,
so
sir.
much.
1
Well,
minute.
yeah. Well, please. I don't know when some people are saying some of these things they are saying. If we start accusing people now that they are not Igbo, claiming to be Igbo, they'll say, "Why are we talking like that?" But what I'm trying to say is this: um, if the things are working in Nigeria exactly, then it will be much easier for people like us. Even people that are even sympathetic to Biafra and that is pushing for it. They are not fools. They are seeing what is happening in Nigeria every day. You yourself, you're seeing it every day. We come here and we analyze things that it can doesn't make any sense. Some things that cannot happen in any other part of the world, and people will be seated. Those are the things happening on a daily basis in Nigeria. So why would you think that no group of people that wants to make a life better for themselves, why do you think they won't rise up to try and separate themselves or look for a way to break out? So agitation like Peter Obi himself, which many of us here claim we are supporting, there's a reason why he keeps on saying that agitation of is as a result of the failure of government and the failure of leadership. And that is the truth about it. So don't waste your time. Don't come here and try to play down you know, the reasons those people have for agitating or, you know, raising their voice. They can't sit down and just swallow these things every day, all manner. Snake is swallowing money, rat is eating money. What kind of country is that? Look at all the injustice left, right, and center all over the country, not just in Igbo, everywhere.
Okay.
So please, as much as we are talking what we are talking, let us also not be naive, and let's not forget exactly why we are where, you know, we are right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CBD. I'll go to Naija. Your 1 minute.
Is it me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I appreciate the statements from the previous speakers, and this is something quite obvious now. It's becoming clear that there is quite a bit of opinion at the top, and you're going to get this nonsense that you get from some people coming after Peter Obi. The interesting thing is that the polls seem to indicate that he's still ahead, and he shouldn't pay them not much attention. He should really focus on winning more support, going to the north, and Peter Obi supporters. And if you say you're an Obi supporter, you seriously need to consider the way you describe the northerners, because you are going to need them to win this election. You can't be describing them, generalizing about them, because you are polarizing, you are driving supporters away from him. You see what I mean? You have to choose your language carefully, because it's just the right thing to do. You can't even do it in the West. Most of us are in the West here, and we don't say things carelessly, but we come to Nigeria, it's okay, because that's the dumping ground of anything we like. We have to treat our people with a bit more respect, and to call each other out for what we have done wrong. And when we are calling each other calling this out, we need to be careful not to mar everybody with the same accusation, because this is how we bring the country together and heal this country, so that we are all not stuck in the West here. We can be able to go back home and enjoy our birthrights. That's all there is to it. We should avoid polarizing our country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll move on now to Omoye's Corner. Omoye's Corner, please use your 1 minute.
Sure. Thank you very much, Mr. Naija Watch and everybody else. So I'm just going to say this really quickly. Peter the Rock Obi will win with a landslide that will cause a lot of hypertension and cardiac arrest up and down.
Amen.
There is all the others. I don't know whether they exist. Not only Peter the Rock Obi. He's already shown there's a landslide behind him. So anybody when you see they sleep, remain in your sleep. There's no room for sitting on the fence. You are either here or you are not. It's Peter the Rock Obi or nothing. I yield.
Thank you very much. Amen. Amen to that. Peter the Rock Obi or nothing. I prefer that, and I like that, and that's my stand. All right, I'll move on now to moderator. Moderator, your 1 minute, please.
Yes, it's Peter the Rock Obi or nothing. No, I repeat, it's Peter Gregory the Rock Obi or nothing or nobody. It's not Mikano or Agbado or all the other naysayers. And those of you who are sitting on the fence, please try and repent, just like what Kede Kokonko said. We are ready to receive you. Because I know some people are seeing the dark, they haven't seen the light. So we want to help you remove the scales on your face. It's Peter the Rock Obi or nobody. Please ignore the likes of Mr. Granot, Ekpa, and who is the other one again? The fake billionaire by proxy, Otoeze, or the likes of just forget about all those people. They have no electoral value. Let us focus on placing Peter the Rock Obi for president. That's all. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, moderator. Okay, I'd like us now to move to Pharaoh the Great. Pharaoh the Great, you have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you everyone for giving me opportunity. Let me go straight to Ezekwesili, where I'm an Anambra man, he's an Anambra man. Well, do anyone know what happened between Obi and the Chris Ngige during Obiano tenure? In Anambra, Chris was a minister of labor and employment, while Obi is ordinary billionaire. If anyone can understand what's happening between Obi and Obiano, also and Ngige, because Obi tried to be a god for that reason in Anambra State. So, I will ask, sometimes when I look around, the benefit of billionaire of artisan to Ndi Igbo, I not see any benefit to Ndi Igbo. Because, let me take Anambra for instance. Artisan doesn't, if you have any factory in Anambra, I don't know. Because in Anambra is a president factory. Like, we have Caridon, that's Christoro, we have Innocent, we have those are fan industry, we have Hero, we have so many factories in Anambra State. But when I look around, I don't see a factory across Southeast. I'm asking myself, what is the benefit of this man to Ndi Igbo? The last time I checked, this man bought a private jet of $150 million. And I asked myself, is this man, is he cost to Ndi Igbo? Because I don't see any benefits of this man to Ndi Igbo. Even if I buy is better than this man 100 tax. If I buy train many people which used to play Nigeria against Cameroon in Ifeanyi FC, somebody like the goalkeeper, what's his name? Ifeanyi goalkeeper. There are so many players Ifeanyi train in Ifeanyi FC used to play against Cameroon. Nigeria win Cameroon 4-0. I can remember. So I look at us, what is the benefit of this man to Ndi Igbo? You see this man just taking our space? Because I don't see any, even the political value, billionaire lifestyle, I don't see any. He just fluttering cars, private jets. This one is a waste on Ndi Igbo. This one doesn't benefit Ndi Igbo in anywhere. So, and it doesn't have any political value in Anambra State, even in his own local government. I thought a man like this is supposed to be building factories, employing people. People will benefit from your wealth, not making political noise. So I don't see any value of this man to Anambra State. Caridon is better than him 100 times. If anybody have an idea of Caridon, called Christopher Company. Caridon have company in Asaba, you have in Anambra, you have in Oba. Thousands of youth, Caridon employ them in Anambra State. Even all the bread company in Anambra, Rich Royal, bread company, is better than this man at Ezekwesili. Just ordinary billionaire. So let us forget this man. These are people that cause harm to Nigeria. Nigerian space. These are billionaires that cause serious problem. They will tell you this, they will tell you this, these people hurt you, these people do this to you. When I look at this kind of man, I say this man doesn't have value to Ndi Igbo. We just forget this man. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Pharaoh the Great, for making that swift. Thank you. We're rounding up now. Okay, I think the last person now is going to be, I think everybody have contributed. Okay, just for you, please have your 1 minute, sir.
Okay, once again, I want to appeal to Igbo people, unite together. This is opportunity, or your opportunity. You that is fighting, no, there will be no election, you are losing. If you are fighting for freedom, I want to assure you that you cannot win through gunpowder. You cannot win through gunpowder. There is no way you can win through gunpowder. It is this the same political party, through political party, you put in your people there, your people will be in the members of cabinets of different ministers or so. That is where your voice will be heard. Now your voice can never be heard because you are nobody. So let's vote for Peter Obi. When you vote for your Peter Obi, then you make your opinion know what you want. For people who are still thinking whether to vote or not to vote, go and vote. Your vote can't. If they tell you your vote will not count, your vote can't. This is the era of digital voting. It's not ballot. So everybody go and get your PVC, vote for Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the only solution to Nigeria. Atiku is a corrupt man. Jagaban is a wicked man. Don't vote any of this. You market women that are talking about Jagaban, you work 200 naira today. Tax people will take 100 naira. Transport will take 50 naira. You will only go home with 50 naira. Go and think about it. Vote for Peter Obi, no other person. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Just for you, go and vote for Peter Obi. It's Peter Obi or nothing. Yes, thank you. CM, please use your 1 minute now, sir. Let's
Okay,
round up.
yeah. Okay, my 1 minute is to appeal to everybody not to lose hope. Help is on the way. The only thing in my reckoning that will ever make Peter Obi not to be president of Nigeria come next year is if INEC decide to rig him out or sort of collude with those that we rig. But if INEC said no rigging and they want to be free and fair, Obi will win by a landslide. That's one. Then the second thing I want to reassure people is that the Igbos are not fools. Forget tomorrow, Rochas Okorocha will speak. Just mark my word. Ojo Zakalu will speak. But don't take these people serious. These are Fulani agents. The Caliphate brought them to destabilize the real people that are suffering the hardship in Nigeria, like the rest of the country in the southeast. They're all rooting for P2B. They are telling me, some are telling me that they wish the election is today. P2B becomes president tomorrow so that they will now know, yes, the journey to reform Nigeria has started. It's as simple as that. So nobody should lose sleep except to pray that let INEC be upright, keep a clean record, allow the wish of the people to count. P2B is the only Igbo man that can go to Bayelsa and crowd will come out without paying money. Go to any state in the south and middle belt, at least let me stop here, that no other person, whoever you think, all these powerful people, they're not. If they leave their state house, nobody will remember them on another place. So it's only P2B and the rest of the country congregating around P2B, they can never make mistake. I thank you all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. CM. Thank you very much. Pansat, Mr. Pansat said they want to talk for 1 minute. Mr. Pansat, we are waiting for you. Quickly join us now because I'm rounding up. I only have that 1 minute for you. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. You have in the next 10 seconds. If you are not on the screen, we are done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you that have contributed today. Thank you, everyone that have shared our video, that have liked our videos, all my wonderful panelists, those that have super chatted us. We want to say we are grateful. Thank you very much. Please endeavor to join us again tomorrow. We're going to be here 10 a.m. for newspapers review tomorrow. By 5 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be here again talking about the things that's affecting us. We are here Monday to Monday, 7 days a week. Fingers crossed with togetherness. We deliver Mr. Peter Obi. That's what we want. We don't have any other choice. It's either Peter Obi or nothing. That's just it. Because there's no way we can choose Tinubu or Atiku over Peter Obi. It's not possible. Thank you very much, my people. I would like us to quickly take this break to see if Mr. Pansat will join us. If not, then that will be it. God bless you all.
But one thing I forbid is telling myself a lie, because to thine own self be true. There is nothing on the table for me to use to defend APC. Nothing. And that is why when both of them are talking, I don't know what both of them are still waiting in their parties. They should make a competition on who failed more. The competition between PDP and APC is who failed more, because both of them are failures. Well, respond to that. Do you know, the last time I heard him talk, he said he was blind, and now that it's obvious he's still blind, he's not seeing.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. We have Mr. Pansat here. Mr. Pansat, good evening to you, sir. You only have 1 minute to talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir. 1 minute.
Great job, guys. I wanted to be a participant in this show today, but what is the noise?
No noise here.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's my phone. I'm on the phone. I'm driving back. I wanted to hurry back home, but I couldn't make it. My phone is usually scratchy. But let me say that, Mr. Niger Watch, Elvis, the program you had with us before was that we do not talk about IPOB or Biafra for a very long time, and it worked for us very, very well.
Yeah.
So lately, we are being diverted because we cannot treat these two subjects at the same time. Because Oh man, I'm getting a feedback so badly. Anyway, so what I want to say is that if you're going to talk about the Peter Obi, we're winning.
Yeah.
We are not going to get anywhere by having people talk about something they don't know anything about.
Yeah.
If we are going to stay on mission, let's stay on mission. When Simon Ekpa called into, came to Dr. Damages, I spoke to him, okay? And I was telling him that I was to the right of him. If we do not get freedom and democracy, we're gonna have to come down with overwhelming force to get up. We have to be free. We're not going to be enslaved in our own country. I want everybody who's talking about Igbo this, Igbo that, Biafra this, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's not a subject that should be treated on this forum. I believe that you are dedicating your forum so that we can advance Peter Obi. So you yourself should not lose hope and don't give up and don't be distracted by partisanship.
All right.
I just want to say that I know you guys been there all day. I was rushing home so I could talk to you from my desk. And I'll let you go and then stay on focus because you're doing a wonderful job and we are going to get this victory one way or the other. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Pastor.
All right. I appreciate every one of you. Now God bless you. Now please endeavor, like I said before, to join us tomorrow. Good night, my people. Please, if you're just joining us or anybody that's going to play back this video later, endeavor to share our videos, like our videos. If it's the first time right here on our channel, endeavor to subscribe as well. And God bless every one of you. Take care and have a good night.